Please don't take this person out. Would you politely go to hell? Get the fuck out of my way, 'cause it's been one of those days. Usually I handle things much better. Just mad, yeah. I'm just mad, yeah. I'm just mad, yeah. Mad at the world.
What are they talking about? Well, jerking off and kitty cats. And a lot of 80s music.
I really like that joke Jimmy said.
You think you could beat Ricky Henderson?
Yes. Call the cops. There's a plant singing.
That's on you, Garen.
It is.
Don't me, Frankenstein. I don't need hats explained to me, dickheads.
Every town has a tuba.
Live on tape. It's the fastest hour in podcasting. This is Never Not Funny. Now, here's your host, Jimmy Pardo.
Hello, everybody. Yes, welcome to the program, episode 2719 of Never Not Funny. Now, here's the thing. We're taking the week off from providing a brand new show this week. However, we thought that this would be the perfect opportunity to release an old episode, an archived episode that we did as part of the platinum membership of our podcast with our friend Catie Lazarus. Sadly, Catie passed away recently, and it was both heartbreaking and devastating. But her appearances on Never Not Funny were always terrific, and we wanted to give everybody the opportunity who does not subscribe to the platinum level of Never Not Funny the opportunity to hear how great Catie was. Also, if you want to watch the video for this, we are releasing the video for free as well on this episode. And Elliot, where can they find that?
That'll be at youtube.com/nevernotfunny.
Terrific. And that'll be over there. And also, as far as the video goes, stick around till the very end of that. Not unlike a superhero movie that has a little Easter egg at the end for you. This has one, and it is well worth sticking around for. It is a joy. And if you are a platinum subscriber and you're wondering why you're hearing this, check your feed, because there'll be another special episode over there for you to enjoy, while the other people get to enjoy the magic that was Catie Lazarus. So on behalf of the rest of my cast here, get ready to listen to episode 26J of Never Not Funny with Catie Lazarus. Hello, everybody. Indeed. Yes, I just dropped the timer. Welcome to Never Not Funny, episode 26J. 26J. Boy, that somehow sounded wrong to me, but I got everything right about that. J, of course, for Jimmy. Right, here we go. Jimbo. Jim gets the neck bones. 2 episodes in a row. I was actually thinking about, I play Words with Friends with my cousin Pam, and Pam uses my grandmother's recipes when she makes her Italian sausage and pasta sauce and all that. And I was going to ask Pam maybe to send the recipe for the pasta sauce my way, because that'd be nice to maybe make that in these times where I've got plenty of time to stand in front of a stove and make a pasta sauce. How hard can that be, right? That can't be that hard to make a pasta sauce, right?
Is it going to have meat in it, though?
Let's ask Elliot's chair. Elliot's chair has something to say about it.
Sorry, I had to adjust some things, and now I'm all adjusted.
Well, it's WD-40, that son of a bitch, huh? By the way, I WD-40'd my our second bathroom, the smaller one, Matt, off of the kitchen there.
Yeah.
It was the hinges were squeaking very badly, so I put a little bit of WD-40 on that, and now it won't unless you close it and lock it. It won't. It slides open like
too slippery.
It just refuses to stay anywhere. It just opens, and you don't want that. Let's close that door.
You know what'll fix that, Jimmy?
What's that?
Put a little WD-50 in there.
Oh, double 10 times more, huh?
Yeah, they had to invent that after, so they could solve that exact problem.
Hey, off topic on sauces. We're done with sauce talk. Matt, you've been in my backyard many times.
Yeah.
You know that in the driveway there in the backyard, how we have that? There's the not in the way back area, but along the that brick fence between my neighbor and I. Mm-hmm. You know how we have that trellis and that big bush that is there. Can you picture that at all? You've run past it many a time.
Does it go all the way along from the?
No, it does not. It's about 6 feet wide.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
there's a very floral bush that is there, and I would imagine that the previous owner put it in because it blocks that window to that second bathroom. So like if the neighbor is outside, they can't look into that bathroom if that window is open. That trellis is now starting to pull out of the ground, and so I had to have them cut back the bush as to take the weight off of it. And it is obvious that my backyard is not long for this barrier between my neighbor and I. And when we first moved in, we met my neighbor, Pat, who is a very nice woman, older woman, grandmother. She's like, nice to meet you, Jim. I only have one request. Never take this bush down. I so love it. And here we are 10 and a half years later. Oh, bad news, Pat. Looks like the bush is coming down.
Can you put something else there? Plant some what's the thing that everyone does hedges with? I forget the name of that plant.
I don't know.
I wanted to say ficus, but it doesn't sound right.
I'll have to get Ernie, my handyman, who I've not seen in many years, but Mark Marin just reconnected the two of us. I'll have to have Ernie come over to build a new thing because what is there is the wood is done. It's done. And
so wait, can you just peel back the bush and then have him put a new thing in and then put the old bush back in?
No, the bush is. The risk of cutting it back was that it's going to die anyway. So, I mean, that's what he did with the vine in the back with the big, huge overhang that he did when he rebuilt that. He did it piece by piece and pushed back the vines and stuff and had that. In fact, when I thought I had termites again, which we did not, we never had it the first time, but there was a warranty from the previous owner. Whenever you buy a new house, one of the things is some realtors insist that you do a termite thing. And then when they came back out, when I thought, hey, there's termites again, they were like, hey, how did that guy rebuild that and keep the vines? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty amazing, right? They're like, we thought that thing was a goner. We couldn't believe that the old owner kept it. So that was, so they can do that, Matt, just not with what is there.
Yeah.
What's there needs to go.
Is there any talk of that bush getting COVID-19? Is that what happened?
I think that's what happened to it. Yeah, I think there's no question. I saw somebody sneezing on it.
It's really hitting home for you, literally.
Well, listen, it's that's not to have fun with the 100,000 people that have died, but I'm losing a bush, man. Losing a bush.
Puts it all in perspective, Jimmy.
Now, Garen, you had some breaking news before we came on. Legit breaking news. That you tell us our state is moving to stage 2 on reopening. Is that what you say?
Yeah, it looks like it's possibly as soon as Friday.
No, I don't have the stages memorized. I know that our governor asked us to please all memorize the stages in case we are out and about when these orders happen. But what is stage 2? What was stage 1? What we're doing? Stay in?
Stage 1, you can have lots of fun. Stage 2, there's so much we can do.
Okay.
Stage 3, it's just you and me. Stage 4, I can give you more. Stage 5, don't you know that the time has arrived?
What song is this?
That's a New Kids on the Block song.
It sounded like I thought I was going to guess New Edition. It sounded very much.
That's Step by Step. Ooh, baby, gonna get to you, girl.
Boy, the 80s sure like that. Although that's 90s, isn't it?
Right on the cusp, I think. It was maybe in 90.
That one might be 89 or 90, right?
Yeah. It was like their second or third album, I think.
Oh, then it's definitely later in the 90s than that, I think. But I was going to say the 80s sure like using the word step in it. That was very popular, right? Aren't there some other ones?
Give me one example.
You know what's funny? I had 9 in my head when I started the sentence. I can't think of one. I just blanked.
Every little step I take.
There you go.
There it is.
We will
And
be
didn't Stacey
there.
Q have a step one, or didn't one of those female one-hit wonders have a song with the word step in it? Or what was New Shoes?
Step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Step in time.
That's that guy that cleans my chimneys. He never had a hit with that. He just sang it around.
Joe Jackson has Stepping Out.
Oh, that's a good song. That's from the 80s. Oh, babe, stepping out. And he's a J recording artist. But that's a gentleman's name. That's not the name of the band.
Boy,
Bruce Springsteen's got One Step Up.
I don't know that one. You don't like that song, Matt? The Joe Jackson song?
Nah. Oh, it's always just hit my ear wrong.
I hear you. I like it. But
Matt's favorite artist has a song that step isn't in the title, but she likes to take 2 steps forward, but then she doesn't want to take 1 step back.
No, but that's what she takes 2 steps forward and she takes 2 steps back. But then they come together because opposites attract.
Right. Yeah. That's that Paula Abdul duo.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there's some country song from the 80s where like being with you's like stepping in shit. Or, something like that.
I think that's the song. I think you got it down. Again, I believe my chimney sweep did that song. By the way, I want to make that's twice now I've made that joke. I don't have a chimney sweep. I'm guessing we probably should clean my chimney, right? Is that something I should do?
Do you ever use it?
So.
I do that. No, we never use it.
Yeah, if you don't use it, you don't need to clean it.
But if you're ever going to use it, you should get it cleaned out.
I'm going to go to...
You're talking about your colon, right?
Yeah, I call that my chimney.
And you call your doctor your sweep. 1 step beyond is
I'm going to my iTunes.
Not 80s, man. Come on.
When is 1 step beyond from?
1 step. Oh, is it from the 80s?
Yeah, that's the 80s.
Gee, yeah. That seems like it would be way older for some reason.
All right, I got Elton John, "Step Into Christmas," but I think that's from the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. That's the only one I have on my iTunes.
Apparently, Vanilla Ice has a song called "Step Up or Shut Up."
Damn right.
He's ready to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Step into Christmas. You like that? Anybody like that song?
I don't think I've ever heard that song.
Don't know it.
Wow,
Jimmy, this seems like a song that you would know. Because it's your. Well, would you know Uriah Heep? You would, right?
Uriah Heep, "Stealing What I Should Have Been Buying" was their big hit.
Well, they have a song called "Step by Step" as well.
You know what? My buddy Steve Iott, who I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to get him to do a Zoom thing because he lives in Michigan, and that's the only way we're going to have him. I'm trying to get him on. He's apprehensive because he does not care for one cast member. And I don't want to tell you who that is.
I don't have to do the show, Jimmy. It's fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Is it you, Jimmy?
Yeah.
That's a deal breaker. We cannot do the show without you.
Yeah, I know it, and I told him that, but he still says I'm only showing up if you don't show up. His favorite band is Uriah Heep. That's his favorite band.
Oh.
He sent me a picture of him in the front row watching Uriah Heep, and he said, Here's me and my brother, the Uriah Heep show. The guy leaning over like he's trying to suck off the guitarist. That's me. And he's leaning over so far, like a child, like looking out the window, waiting for Santa Claus. Like he has that look in his eyes, like he can't believe that he's that close to Uriah Heep. And I think they drove down to St. Louis to see them from Michigan.
Wow.
Because that was the closest they were going to be. Uriah Heep.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, you.
Something's going on. You look concerned, Elliot.
Well, I don't know if I should be concerned, but do you know Boys to Men "Step On Up"?
No.
Well, apparently that's a thing.
I never went out of my way to hear Boys to Men. They just they came to my ears. I didn't. I didn't I know the hits. I know the hits that everybody knows.
That's going back to last episode and every episode. That's kind of how Bon Jovi is for me. Like I've heard all their songs many times, but I never searched for them. Never had to.
Mm-hmm.
Some people probably say that about Phil Collins too. That they.
There was a lot of Phil Collins at one point.
Yes,
there was. He, by the way, as I mentioned when Christian Finnegan was here, I'm reading his autobiography, which I'm very much enjoying. Boy, he's a good writer. I know that's surprising considering he's got 40,000 songs that he's written. But I was being sarcastic when I said that, and I think I made it sound like I was making fun of him, but I wasn't. It doesn't matter. I forget the premise. He made fun of himself in saying that he met somebody who. A rabbi or something at once, and he doesn't know whether they're a Genesis or a Phil Collins guy. Never got the response on that. Oh, God, not everything needs to be said out loud, Jim. Jesus Christ. This is why Iott won't come on. Iott won't come on because of situations like this.
You want to talk about trellises some more?
Try to share what's happening in my life. That was a big crisis over the weekend, dick fuck. It was a crisis. There was another crisis. I cleaned out my car and Danielle's car, the interiors. I cleaned those out. And I don't know what I did with Danielle's car, but whatever I did, I managed to drain the battery.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
So while we were recording our other show, the AAA had to come to, we thought, tow it to the dealership, but they were able to charge it and give it enough juice that now it's going to be okay.
Well, so I have a question about that, Jimmy, because I know that most cars, and she's got the Kia, right?
That's right.
So the Kia is based on another, the regular Soul.
Mm-hmm.
most electric cars still have a 12-volt system. That's for the lights and all the little equipment. And so you've got a lead-acid battery.
That's what I drained.
Oh, okay. Well, that actually makes sense. So it's what I understand with that is that if that battery drains, you can't probably charge the main battery because the 12-volt cues that.
You're exactly right. We could not.
And you can't jump start it in the normal. Well, could you?
Yeah, you
Did they jump start it?
It's already done. Yeah.
Because with a gas engine, obviously you can jump start it and then you run the engine and then it charges up. I think it probably depends on the car because I think there are some older, like I don't know if my Fiat would do it. There's some older ones.
For what I read, you got to go to your 12 volt to 12 volts. You cannot use the 24 volt because that'll be dangerous.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You can't use the which is what you would do on your car or on a regular car. You would use the more powerful. And again, I don't know enough about cars that I know what I'm talking about. I just know what I read when I then tried to start my wife's car to go get a car wash for it, and nothing would work.
Let me ask you this because I'm genuinely curious about this. How long did AAA have to be there to get the 12-volt battery in good stead?
It did not seem like they were there very long.
So then somehow, did you have to drive the car around or something?
Danielle is now charging the car, and she will drive it around.
Okay.
When that charge is done.
Because normally you would run the car and then that would charge the 12-volt back up. I don't know exactly how that works.
Yeah, in fact, you know what? Hey Danielle, you should drive your car sooner than later. Elliot Hochberg recommends. You know him, the guy that knows most about cars of anybody we know.
I do think that seems accurate because I don't know how else you would charge the 12-volt up.
I 100% agree with that. So yeah, you need to. That needs to be done. I 100% agree with you, Elliot. In fact, it probably should have been done sooner, but it just happened.
I would imagine it's fine as long as nobody's using it to do other things.
Well, we usually use the lights to light our backyard. That's our landscape lighting. So we use the car light.
Oh, Jimmy, I don't think that's a good idea. I think under normal circumstances.
No, it's perfect because you aim it right at the house and you got the one headlight hits the one bush and the other one hits the other bush.
I mean, I don't doubt that it's configured in a good way. I'm just saying I don't think it's a good idea.
In fact, there was talk over the weekend when the gardener came that the lights were so bright, that's what may have killed that bush in the trellis.
Oh, no.
So we're back to trellis talk.
Yeah.
Talking trellis with you. Hey, Gary, go back to stage 2. We got sidetracked by the word step.
There's a distracting flickering light. It might not be in the home viewers thing, but
it is.
Yeah, that may be in the border frame.
There you go.
There we go.
Yep.
Got it.
Thank you, sir.
Got it. So, Garen, what is stage 2 when it says California could reopen on Friday? And by the way, this is tentative, possibly soon as Friday?
Yeah, but I actually just saw, so that's non-essential manufacturing, toys, furniture, clothing, etc., schools, childcare facilities, retail businesses for curbside pickup only, and then offices where working remotely is impossible.
Schools?
Yeah, that seems a little crazy, but
there's no way my son's going. I don't let him go.
Yeah, I mean, I think with these sorts of orders, though, like right now, if you're an essential business but you don't want to be open, I think there are situations where you could say, "Look, I can't be open," and then you just aren't open.
But you may go ahead, Matt.
That's what's happening in Georgia. I think is a lot of businesses are just not opening.
Right. You just have the option.
Do you lose your small business loan if you decide not to open when that is lifted? Is that?
Oh, that's a good question.
I
think the key to it is keeping people on payroll. That's the small business loan is based on keeping people on payroll. So as long as
we've done that.
Well, there's two different. There's the PPP and then there's the emergency whatever, the EIDL, which did not depend on payroll. I don't think it was just
okay. Well, I don't know about that one, but the PPP one, it was essentially you had to keep. You couldn't stop having people on payroll. You had to keep them on payroll, and that's what you're using the money for. Is the premise?
Yep.
So, Garen, you're saying so clothing stores, but pickup only. So, if I need a pair of jeans badly, the Gap will bring them out to my car for me.
Apparently.
Do I try them on the passenger seat and then?
I don't know.
I actually feel like because there's probably one person screaming at the screen. I think the PPP thing is you got the loan. It's whether or not it's forgiven that matters. Whether you keep people on payroll,
right? Because if you could get the loan and then not use it for payroll
but then you just have to pay whatever the interest rate they were asking
which
for,
is like a 1% annual. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
The scary thing is that we're talking about reopening on Friday, but apparently there were leaked documents from the White House saying that we will go up to 3,000 deaths a day by the end of June.
Who's we? The country?
The United States.
The United States.
It would have to be that.
It's verified by the New York Times and CNN, by the way, those documents. That the White House is saying they're not accurate.
Of course they are. Nothing's accurate. Nothing's ever accurate that's accurate from that fucking place. So they're suggesting that the leaked documents are saying that if we reopen too soon, there'll be 3,000 deaths a day.
We'll go up to 3,000 deaths a day by the end of June. Well, end of June.
Look, we're a comedy show, but couldn't you say that about anything? Whenever you use the word up to, it's like, up to 40% off. Well, this one's only 2% off. Well, that's what we promised you.
But I mean, somewhere it could be that. Here it could be, 2,000. Georgia could be, they're already 2,000. So it's
not per day though.
Not deaths, I mean, but they just had 2,000 infections.
Oh, right. This is saying 3,000 up to 3,000 deaths a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume, Jimmy, that the way that they're thinking about it is this is the worst we expect it could possibly be,
right?
And this is the risk.
I understand that. I was
you brought up
I pointed out that we were comedy shows. I was attempting to find some humor in it. I'm begging you, never make that face again. Begging you.
It's the dollar. It's scary. People don't care about the people. They just want the money to come in. And we're just going to suffer for it.
But what about your dickhead friends in Michigan that are taking guns and yelling at nurses and policemen? I mean, do they?
They're idiots. They're fucking complete idiots. And it makes, or they're just that, Pavlov's dogs to the idea of work and surviving. That it's
at the risk though of getting yelled at. I do think that we're fortunate. We have great fans, and we are not as badly off as, say, New York. There are people who aren't working who they can't get food. They're having to go to a food line somewhere.
100%.
And I think we know that a lot of the folks who are protesting, there's some question as to how maybe they're being paid to some of them, but that doesn't change the fact that there are some people out there who they're freaking out, and they're freaking out more than we are, and perhaps with stronger, more concrete reasons. So
I do not disagree with any of that, but most of the people that they end up interviewing,
sure.
And again, it's the old joke of if if an alien ever comes, why do they always land in the middle of nowhere? And
right.
I swear to God, the alien came. It's always that guy. It's never a guy, with a grasp of the language, which I obviously so squarely do. But they don't ever interview that guy. It's always the guy that's mad that he can't go buy his Matchbox car that to complete his collection. I want to go to Toys R Us. They won't let me go. Well, first of all, they're out of business, sir. Find another toy store. Why would you use that as your reference, sir? But that's my point, though. Those are the people that are ruining it. I get it. You're strapped. You're going through a tough time. Look, Matt Belknap has heard me many a time. When this first thing happened, I've curbed it because I didn't want to drive them nuts about panicking about how we're going to pay bills. My road work is gone, right. As all road comics are. It's freaking gone, man. So I get it, but I'm also not going to be out protesting it because I don't want to fucking die.
Hear me out, Jimmy.
Yeah,
prostitution.
Who's going to come to you? I mean, nobody's going to be. I mean, if they come to me, they're going to come very quickly because I'm good. But who's your customer base? Right.
I mean, people with COVID, I would imagine.
You think the COVIDs are fucking?
The people protesting obviously think it's safe. So,
I should go up there and just hand out the Dan Aykroyd's character from SNL. Was it Fred Garvin, male prostitute? Was that his name? Fred Garvin. Fred Garvin. Please look that up, Garen. Is it Fred Garvin, male prostitute?
Yeah, first blowjob's free. You give them a coupon.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Wait, really? I
think the demand is very high. Don't undersell yourself, Jimmy.
I'm making money because I think I'm
give everybody up there one free blowjob.
I think I'm one and done anyway, man. I don't see.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have some trouble making money. Although once you get up and running, then you can maybe apply for some of that relief money.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh yeah, then I'm covered. I get that $10,000 loan.
Mm-hmm.
Kidding me?
Do you think that there are any? Because there's prostitution is legal in some states. Do you think that there are any prostitutes who have obtained that money?
Well, you can get the gig worker one, right, Matt? Or
right.
That.
Yeah. I think, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't they? It's the same as being a Uber driver or something.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
a
sorry,
little
Jimmy,
different.
I
No,
fuck
it's
all my
exact-
Uber drivers. No, it's exactly
the same.
It's exactly that.
Really? I've never done that.
You're not using Uber. That's why I switched
more
from
Uber.
Lyft to
Oh,
Uber.
that's true. I'm using Lyft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's missing out.
Garen, is it Fred Garvin?
it is Fred Garvin.
Oh, boy, I pulled that after 40 years. Right? 75? Yeah, that'd be 40 years ago. That was a funny character. Dan Aykroyd. Funny. You know, I'm doing that that thing, as I mentioned. I got challenged, quote unquote, challenged to do that album a day on Facebook. And I wrestled with putting the Blues Brothers album on there because that was very influential in my life. Like, I didn't know blues music until I listened to the Blues Brothers' first album. And, you know, that's all great session musicians and great songs. So I wrestled with it. And full disclosure, I still have a few more days to go. I'm not, I don't even know yet if it makes the cut. It might make the cut. The Blues Brothers, Briefcase Full of Soul.
Blues?
What did I say?
Soul?
I knew it. I knew whatever I said sounded wrong. And then,
You know what? I think go ahead and leave that off the list then if you can't get the
You know what? Maybe it's
gonna
not
be
as
embarrassed.
influential as I thought. Yeah, it's yeah. You know, our friend Jared. Go ahead, Matt.
What's the premise of the list?
Dude, the premise is fucking dumb to begin with. The initial premise is just put 10 albums that influenced your musical taste with no comment or no nothing, and then you're supposed to just look at that guy likes Rush, and then move on.
Yeah.
I've chosen to give a one little sentence as to why I enjoy that album, like I did for Saturday Night Fever. I still listen to it. I love Saturday Night Fever, but when I was a kid, my family would listen to it nonstop, and they would have dance parties, and I would sit on the couch and roll my eyes and yell, "Disco sucks," because I was an idiot, and I thought that I was above disco because that was, I was a Steve Dahl fan, and I fell into that line of, I'm a classic rock guy, man. I wasn't. I loved those songs then, but God forbid that my 12-year-old self enjoy it. So I share a little anecdote, that sort of thing.
Got it.
About each one. And luckily, I've not fallen to this yet, but like our friend Jared Thompson, who owns the Comedy Attic in Bloomington, he's been pasting his, hey, here's going to be, when the club reopens, here's going to be the pre-show music year by year. Here's my 1980 20 songs. Here's my 81 20 songs. And he might as well just go up there. Hey, he might have just posted, hey, argue with me over nothing. It doesn't matter. How do you have that song when this song's on there? Well, I like song A better than I like song B. That's why I made the cut. You're out of your fucking mind. That song sucks. Well, I like it. Like it's that for 10 years. And I don't know how he doesn't murder a couple of people. So that's the internet, though. That's the world we live in. That's stage 3, according to Governor Newsom. We get to no longer fight on the internet. So, Garen, what is covered again under that? Furniture, hats,
Toys, furniture, clothing, etc.
toys, furniture. All right, so it just falls under retail. Is that really what
Retail
we're getting
business
at?
for curbside pickup. Yeah.
So a mall maybe could not open, but
No malls.
okay.
But a bookstore.
But yeah, my store's been open the whole time.
Oh, really?
Curbside pickup. Yeah.
Oh,
I did not know that.
Yeah.
essential.
I didn't either. But I guess they just have the managers doing curbside pickup, which is,
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense, right? You just need the one person, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize. I got distracted. Our guest was texting me, and I don't know how to respond to her because I don't want to. I'll just say, give me a second here, fellas. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
While you're doing that, I know was in the isolation files we were talking about the trampoline.
Yes.
Yes, Matt.
We have some.
I did.
We're supposed to time that.
I did as I was told, and I timed.
Okay, here we go.
So you guys get to bet on
Oh,
how long.
Okay.
you gonna play something?
Now,
Can I
here's
say
the-
this, Matt? Can I interject? I saw your wife's post. She did not give us any time. She didn't.
Okay.
But she said that her shoulders. What she said was you guys put it up,
Yeah.
and that her shoulders are going to hurt very badly the next day.
You know what? They didn't end up hurting her that much the next day.
Were you sore the next day?
Yes.
You were sore.
Yes. Yes, I was.
All right, so that okay. So we stopped recording. This was on Thursday.
And I'll remind you that somewhere, now I forget where this was written on the internet, but I know that Elise saw something saying that it took people between 2 and 3. They said it will take 2 hours if 2 people are doing it, 3 hours if someone's trying to do it by themselves.
Okay, now can I ask one question? No, I don't think that's fair.
Well, and I'll also throw this in. When we did not, the time that I have does not include the ladder and the basketball hoop thing, because when we finished the actual trampoline itself, we were fucking done. So we were like, we'll do those things another day. You can climb in without the ladder.
You were done.
I was absolutely fucking
really
done. Yes. I mean, I was furious at how poor the instructions were. Just insanely bad instructions.
Could you have? I know only because of this Facebook post that Elise assisted. I don't know how much or how little. Mm-hmm. Could you have done it alone if you wanted to?
No.
You don't think so? Okay.
I don't know how anyone could have done this alone. It's crazy. I'll tell you the main thing. So the legs, it's too hard to explain how the legs are without like showing a picture. But basically, the thing that was so infuriating is that the whole thing, like, you're basically building like a almost like a geodesic circle, and it's not a dome, but like imagine a dome with the top cut off or something. You're erecting that first, and then the next thing is you put the trampoline with the springs around it. But the thing was, the joints, the T joint where each thing latched to the next thing, there was no bolt or anything. You just had to like rest it, and the things couldn't go all the way in. So like they were precariously balancing. You would get one, and then you'd be like, okay, and then you try to get the next one. This is after like assembling each leg piece, and there's like 6 like squares, legs, whatever. And so like you put one in, then you get the next one, you put that one in, you put the third one in, and you're like, okay, you hold that one, I'll put this one in. You put that one in, you're like, okay, you still hold that one, and try to hold that one a little bit, and then I'll put this one in, and then you do it, and you'd be like, okay, we got it, and then one would just go like you'd be like, it's up, okay, now we can move. No, and like that happened 17 times.
Oh no,
I'm getting frustrated just listening to this.
Yeah,
it was
Let me
horrible.
ask you a question, man. I want 100% honesty here. Did you yell at your wife like you did about a trash can once, or were you
Thinking the same thing.
Did you get mad at the thing, or did you
I didn't,
and then take it out on her?
I did not. I don't think she might have a different answer, but I don't think I took it out on her. We were both, like, we were doing it together. We were both insanely frustrated. I was just yelling at the thing. And then Zoe
when you're done, Matt.
Zoe came out at one point to try to hold, so maybe 3 people holding it would help.
Right.
So she was standing there trying to help. So she heard me swear more in this amount of time that I'm about to tell you than she's ever heard me in her entire life combined. Like all the swearing she's heard me do from the day she was born until was it Thursday? Versus that stretch of time, no question, more swearing in that one frame.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Karen, you have a question.
Well, I was going to ask, were the kids present during this endeavor, and did they come to tears because you were swearing so much?
Charlie was out there initially, and I did snap at him because I was just like, and then he did get upset, and he may have cried, but not. It was like he was upset. I don't know. I think I just was like, go watch your iPad. Like I was just angry. Like, I can't have someone who's sitting there waiting for this to be done, watching me when it's hours away from being done. This was at the very beginning. Like we opened the box and he's just like sitting there. I'm like, dude, this is not going to work. And it was, so I was just like, yeah, you got to go. I mean, he was fine. Like, by the way, if you tell him, go ahead and watch your iPad, that's his happy place. So, I mean,
but when you say, go watch your fucking iPad, that might turn into a different situation.
I think I said it with a bit of an edge, but there was no swearing. But just the edge in my voice was enough to make him upset.
All right. So, has everybody written down their guess?
Oh, no, I haven't yet.
So we started, when did we finish that? This was right after the isolation files. So it was like 3 maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wait, I could
I got my guess.
I also have written down a guess. Matt, are we really betting?
You want to bet $1?
Can.
I'll bet $1. Why not?
Well,
Sure, I will too, but there's a reason why I'm asking.
well, Matt's in the office.
Oh.
He can take our chips.
This is also true, but that's not why I'm asking.
Matt also has something else at the office he could press, say if we're going to be gambling.
Oh, are we betting on this?
Yeah, we're betting.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't matter to me because I can't be a part of it.
So he isn't even thinking about it.
Like, yeah. Okay. How about this?
Put some money on it. Throw in your buck. Put some money on it. Wildcat
Matt.
looks it up.
All right. I written down my answer.
I have as well.
But I'll go around. Garen, give yours.
I going with 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours for Garen.
All right, I'm gonna have to change my answer
Why?
because I also have that.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna say 4.25 hours. 4 hours and 15 minutes.
All right, and I said 3 hours and 27 minutes.
Okay.
And by the way, I changed that answer. I was going to go much lower until Matt said we're hours away.
Yeah.
So that kind of made me think that.
And he couldn't do it by himself either.
Well, I said that because I knew at the time that I said that with Charlie, I knew it was going to take at least 2 hours.
2 to 3, yeah.
That's hours.
But I kind of had a feeling that you were trying to prove something to the world, and you would try to get it done before 2 hours. And I thought that maybe you would be successful in that. But then I changed that. It sounds like no.
I think I know who's winning.
All right, Matt, please reveal. How long did it take you to build the trapeze? Not trapeze.
Well,
If the answer is it's not done yet, I'm going to be very upset.
it's
I think you
still,
still
What
win.
isn't done yet?
it's just like leaning halfway. It's like halfway built in my yard. Garen, I'm happy to say it did not take 4.5 hours. Elliot, I am also happy to say it did not take 4 hours and 15 minutes.
All right.
Jimmy said 3 hours and 27 minutes.
That's what I said.
Can you read that?
Oh my God!
Oh my
3 hours.
God.
Oh,
Hey, that's
3
pretty
hours.
amazing.
That's insane
crazy.
how close you got.
Whoa!
3 hours, 28 minutes, and 4 seconds.
Wow.
Wow, I almost said 3.5 hours, and then I was like, "Oh, have more fun with your guess. Go 3:27," and that's amazing.
Crazy.
Wow. All right.
And you did that straight through, Matt.
It was like blazing hot. Like we chose the worst time of day to do this. It's like the afternoon sun was just beating down on us. So I did have to go in. So I should say one thing that happened pretty early on is that we were like, we need to watch a video of this process.
Yeah. That's
Because the instructions were so insanely bad. And like we looked online and people were like, oh, this is so easy to do. They give you a booklet to tell you how to build it. And we're like, we didn't have a booklet. We had one piece of paper.
No.
So it's like, what the fuck happened to the booklet? Where's the booklet?
Right.
Give me that fucking booklet, you assholes. So anyway, I'm imagining that the company that built it was like, well, we're out of booklets, but a lot of people want trampolines in the quarantine. We're just going to print a piece of paper and put it out there with them. And it is fucking atrocious. So we went in.
Some of that language you were doing around the children, by the way?
Yeah. I'm trying to give you the virtual experience.
Okay.
So
I can't do that.
we did go inside and watch. There was a 2-minute video on their website that didn't help at all. And then we were like, okay. And then we tried to do some, and then we're like, let's try to find a user video, like someone who bought the thing and made their own video. Couldn't find it for our model, but we tried to watch a video of a guy building a similar model from a different company. And we were like, oh, okay. And then we got to a stage where we were like, oh, this is not like ours at all. Like he has totally different screw. He had screws instead of bolts, and they were going in places that we didn't have holes. So we were like, fuck this. So there was that, and then there was the thing that was so fucking hot. I was like getting dehydrated. I was like drenched with sweat. So I had to go inside and just like have some water and be out of the sun for a minute or two. Like that happened once, maybe twice. But basically that was straight through. Yeah, it was like from 3 o'clock to 6:30.
jeez.
Yeah.
And the funny answer would be, of course, the kids used it once and have never used it again. But are they using it quite a bit?
The happy ending is they fucking love it. I love it. Elise loves it. It's awesome. It's great. And it is gigantic. I mean, by the way, 15 feet is way too big for a trampoline. You do not need a 15-foot trampoline is like, I don't even know, like outside of a circus where you would see a trampoline this big. It's crazy big.
You know, it's funny you say that because after we talked about it, and as I mentioned, Danielle was already thinking about getting a trampoline.
Yeah.
12 feet seems to be the norm, other than the smaller 7-foot ones. But 12 feet seems to be the one that was like, so when you said 15 feet, I'm like, Jesus, there was a special order? Like that's...
That was just what are the ones they had. I don't know. But yeah, I would like 12 is plenty. I would say 10 would be plenty.
Seriously.
Yes. I think
because
7.
the price difference too is huge between now 7 you're saying is too small.
7 is good if it's just 1 or 2 kids, but if you want like adults getting in there, yeah, you probably want to.
I'm going to get in there, man.
Yeah, well then you probably want the 12 or the 10. I mean, it's nice to have this big area. It's fun. Like when I was a kid, we used to go to our cousins. They had a house on Cape Cod, and there was like a few different families shared this one trampoline, and it was fucking enormous. This was back when trampolines didn't have the pads that went over the springs, didn't have the netting on the side. It was literally just that bouncy surface, springs, and that's it. And like you would sometimes like your foot would go down, it would go in between the springs, and you could fly off the side of it at any moment. But it was this old school trampoline that was just enormous, and all the kids would get on it. It was super fun to have like a bunch of kids. So that's, it's like I nostalgically enjoy having it because it's so big. It's fun to just, like it's big up for me. I can just imagine the kids must feel like they're on the moon basically. It's because they can just go all the way around it.
I think that would probably take up most of my backyard if it was 15 feet. I
honestly don't think the 15-foot would fit in your backyard. It might, but it would be in the way in a serious way.
I think it would be too. I agree with that because we have a very small backyard over here.
When you have that trees too, so.
Oh yeah, we have 2 trees.
It's because it's not.
And I got that trellis.
Not for long.
Wait, what's this about?
Trellis.
The trellis in the back is the one that Ernie took care of. Now the other trellis.
I know the trellis in the back was waiting to attack, and it turned into a ballroom blitz.
Ballroom blitz, blitz the ball. Is our guest waiting, Matt?
Yeah, she is. She can wait. This is more. I think the 15. I just want to say this: the 15-foot thing. That's just the surface of the thing. That doesn't account for the springs and the frame.
Oh no!
So that's what I mean by it's humongous. It's crazy big,
ridiculously big.
Yeah,
and that has a cover and stuff in case it might be raining soon. Apparently, so
it does not have a cover.
Yeah, these are weather resistant.
No, the surface is wet. Yeah, it's weatherproof.
What do you get?
The springs and stuff, are they covered by the?
They're covered by the padding. So
I see. Okay.
And I assume that the metal frame stuff is stainless steel. I don't know.
I would imagine. I gotta imagine. There's no way they're gonna let that.
Oh no, they intend you to take it down every time it's gonna rain.
Yeah, you have to disassemble it and put it back in the box, and
it's
then
in a neat little case.
Yeah, is it collapsible, Matt? Like a bocce ball set?
I will say though, as fucking horrible as building the frame was, putting the actual surface, the bouncy surface on with the springs was very satisfying. Like
I could imagine.
You hook the 4 corners like a compass, like northeast, southwest. You do that, and then they give you this hook, almost like those, like, I don't know, a fisherman's hook where you latch onto a big fish.
Like
so it's like you. What's that?
Like Candyman?
Maybe.
Say yes.
I don't remember Candyman. We already talked.
He's got a hook for a hand.
So yeah, it's like a pirate hand. It's a hook. It's a fucking hook. What's
like Candyman?
What's the confusion?
I think he just wanted to say Candyman. I think that's the.
He wants to say it 5 times, but you have to do it in a mirror, Garen.
Yeah.
In more.
Well,
it's
isn't
more
the
likely
camera
that the
kind of a mirror?
Celsius kicked in is what's probably more likely.
I'm glad you ordered another boatload of that. By the way, it seemed to.
A box load apparently.
Shit.
Boatload couldn't fucking fly. Boatload didn't work for the fucking premise.
It actually comes in boxes, Jimmy.
Jesus Christ, you pedantic cocksucker.
Well, it's just I was trying to remind people that he got the powder instead of because he's going to add water to it. That was what I was kind of going after. I'm sorry.
Yeah, water.
I
for
accept
boats.
your apology.
So yeah, but like you would hook the hook onto a spring and then you pull it, and then you latch into the
like a pirate's hook.
Yeah, you said it was like Candyman.
It was just very satisfying.
I can imagine. That would be so amazing.
And then like you could some of them like as it got, you would get taut, it would get a little harder to pull it, but then you knew that's going to be good because it's just nice and tight.
Yeah, like a drum.
Yeah.
Well, great. Look forward to when this quarantine's over of coming over and bouncing around a little bit.
No, you're not invited.
Yep, heading over.
Nope.
Yeah, wait, looking forward to it. All right, our guest, Catie Lazarus, is right around the corner here. She's been patiently waiting and probably confused. If we know anything about Catie, she's waiting in that waiting room and very confused about it. So we're going to take a break, and we're going to be back with more trampoline and trellis talk, the 2 T's, right after this.
Nice.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the program, episode 26J. If you're seeing the video, I have tears in my eyes. Catie Lazarus has joined us after what was a 35-minute break in order to get Catie to understand how to use her computer system that she was bragging how she was all set up.
I did not say that.
You were all excited about it.
So not true. I asked if we could test the mics.
Well, that much you did do. But then you somehow at one point had 9 headphones on at once.
I kindly, generously brought everything out to make sure that we would make this work.
I want to, I sincerely, I'm exaggerating, of course, that it was 35 minutes, but it was a long time. I'm asking your permission on the air, Catie. Can we put, you guys recorded that, right, Matt and Elliot?
Yeah, it was just because we record from beginning to end.
So can we, Catie, are you comfortable with us putting at the end of this episode, us walking you through how to set everything up?
It's basically C-SPAN, right? It's going to be that.
No, because literally 4 dudes had tears in their eyes, and Garen said he couldn't catch his breath. He was laughing so hard.
As long as it doesn't put you to sleep, although that could be a good thing right now due to the insomnia.
Are you having trouble sleeping, Catie?
I am. Aren't you guys?
I can't sleep. I cannot sleep at all. It's the worst. It's the worst.
It is genuine. Like I feel a little bit like a toddler where I need to eat and sleep. Like everything is very basic.
Yes.
But yeah, it does. So wait, why do you, what is it? Are you going through menopause? What do you
I may be, but I actually read that the more you care about others, the less you're sleeping. That's what I read. How are you guys sleeping, Garen and Matt? You haven't said anything.
Like a baby.
Yeah. Uh-huh. By the way, I did not read that. I was setting up Matt for that joke.
Yeah, I'm staying up later, but and getting up a little later too. But I'm not really having problems.
Do you wake? Can you go to sleep? Or my problem is I wake up in the middle of the night.
That's what's happening for me. I feel like okay, I'm tired. I'm ready for bed, and then I'll close my eyes, and then maybe an hour later I wake up, and then I'm done. Or last night I actually was able to sleep from 10:30 to 2 a.m. And then I was up and then went back to sleep from maybe 4:30 to 7:30, but not good sleep, restless sleep.
Everything's restless. And also if I go to the grocery store, I start to, that night I'm freaking out. Everything feels so, I don't know.
How often are you going to the grocery store, Catie?
I mean, once a week, but it all feels like a production, going to the, I run. Are you guys allowed to run outside and stuff okay.
Yeah.
So I go to the park, but I don't think we should be going to the park because I guess it's just sociology, right? That some people are clearly thoughtful and other people have no idea that a pandemic is going on.
Yeah, it's fascinating, right?
Fascinating, or just
Terrifying.
Terrifying. And I've also gotten mean. I'll yell. I do.
Really? Are you wearing first of all, I can't believe that because you're full of joy. Do you, I had to adjust my screen here. I apologize so that I could see everybody. I wasn't able to see anybody but me. Catie, back to you for a moment. Do you wear a mask when you run?
Yeah, I always wear a mask. I mean, even to sleep. No, I'm just kidding. But I wear it when I go run.
I think there's a whale in Katie's house.
It's my dog. Can I feed her?
Yeah, Catie.
Sure.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
You gotta feed the dog, obviously. Especially because of the whale song.
She would have done that in the time that it took us to set up her audio.
That's true. That dog's whining because 4 hours ago, Catie said, I'll feed you as soon as I'm done with this podcast. That is a joy. I hope we don't oversell it to the listener and how much.
It was legit. Carol Burnett level
Yes.
comedy. Like,
And the fact that she was laughing at herself was help, like not getting mad about it and just knowing how much of a clod she looked like.
yeah.
Well, look, and here's the
I mean
thing.
that in a complimentary, by the way.
The truth of the matter is, I mean, you know, Matt and I, Garen, and to a certain extent Jimmy, we deal with this tech stuff all the time, but you know, not everybody does.
But people know what up means.
All right, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
All right.
Yeah.
I listened to one of your wonderful podcasts with Andy Richter, and you mentioned that you have trouble chewing. Is that correct? Or you chew too fast?
Andy Richter hasn't been on the show in...
Do you mean Andy Daly?
No, it was Andy Richter.
Oh, goodness.
Trouble chewing? Well, no. Remember, I had that trouble, guys, where I was.
You
chew
can
too
hear
fast.
people chew.
I was. Well, I can't listen to people chew. That is going to cause me to go to prison one day. But I can't. Remember, I was having trouble where I couldn't swallow if I chewed too fast. I then would choke because I had that ring inside my esophagus. Is that what you're referring to, Katie?
Yeah, I was going to suggest, because I was just feeding my dog and she needs a maze because she eats too fast. So you could get like a little bowl and a maze.
So you recommend a maze? Okay, well that's good advice. I think the doctor that I'm going to probably has better advice, but I'll you know what I'll say to him. Hey, my friend Katie, who's a whiz when it comes to electronics, recommends a maze. What are your thoughts, doctor?
So wait, that's not just to entertain your dog. She actually needs it.
I don't know, because she's Jewish. She eats everything. So like she has a bowl that's in the shape of a maze so that it can like slow her down so she doesn't choke herself.
That's crazy.
Wow.
We have a thing like a puzzle for our dog, but you just put treats in it and he has to figure out how to slide things over and then pop something else. It's like, but it's just a fun game. It's not a health thing. It's not for his stomach.
She's super easy on, like, she'll go on a jog for 5 miles. She's like 9 years old. She'll go on a jog. She'll sit up, which is really easy, except the eating thing is like, it's genetic. I don't know what to tell you.
Katie, we
My
don't
mom has the
usually pry into people's personal life on this program, but is that your apartment there in New York?
Yeah. Should I pretend it's not? Yes.
Well,
Should I pull a Tom Hanks? Yeah.
we had different guesses. People, wait, hey, what does that mean? Pull a Tom Hanks? Was that not his house when he did SNL?
No, he did a really sweet thing on Wait, Don't Tell Me, where he went and talked to people. I guess they're on Zoom, even though it's a radio show. And he instead of using his actual home, he went to his office. I just thought it was sort of funny. But I guess celebrities have to do that. They have to like hide how well off they are, or how. I don't know.
Well, I mean, do you think I'm at the studio right now? I'm not, Katie. That's my home right behind me, but I have a virtual background on.
It looks like a bowling. Like what's the picture?
Oh.
Which is what?
A bowling tournament or something? Yeah, behind you.
Katie, you've been in that room.
Yeah.
Oh, this is your legit office.
Yeah, that's the office.
Yeah, the one that you've sat in multiple times to
Okay,
do.
I didn't know if it was his home. I didn't know you may have a really big home and have an office, home office.
Well, I've just been insulted by Matt telling me that I can't have a trampoline in my backyard. That's how small of a house I have. I was told your backyard can't support a trampoline.
You have a bigger house and a smaller yard. I have a smaller house and a bigger yard. I think you win.
Well, first of all, I am a winner. There's no question. I'm the champion when it comes to this. But yes, they built this addition on, which is the family room and the room I'm in. If that wasn't, it would be the same. It would be a huge backyard.
Yeah.
But luckily, that's not the case.
You guys are so lucky that you have like outdoor. You have like backyards. And
You're in an apartment
washer
complex?
dryers. I'm in like a apartment. It's like I shouldn't say too much, but like it's like it's a basic 1-bedroom one-bedroom apartment that's like not very nice, but I can't leave because my rent.
The inside of your place looks nice. If you're telling me the hallways and the outside are bad, I'll take your word for it. But that your apartment looks very nice.
I mean, it's fine, but I don't have a washer dryer or a dishwasher.
So what do you do?
Get out of there.
You got to get out of there. That's what Garen says.
I want to get.
I didn't have a dishwasher until we moved to this house. We always had to do it by hand.
Is that true?
Yes, of course.
When was that? In the 1940s or
Yeah, we
more
moved here in the 1940s. Growing up, we finally moved into a house in 1980. We moved from hometown to Oak Forest, and that house had a dishwasher that my mom used as a dryer. Like to air dry, by the way. I don't think my mom ever turned the dishwasher on in the 30 years that she worked there. She would still wash the dishes by hand and then put them in that thing to dry. And that was the only reason. So I did not know how to use a dishwasher until Danielle and I moved into this house because I never had to use one.
Was it exciting? Did you feel like Little Shop of Horrors? Do you remember where she gets so excited that she has a...
I don't remember that, but I'll say yes.
Somewhere That's Green. That's the song you're referring to, right?
Yes. Nice, Elliot. Someone
Matt and I saw that musical over the summer.
Last year, yeah.
Back there when we could leave our houses to go see the theater.
Yeah.
Is it so? Okay, because I was so sad. I was in LA and then I had
Angeles?
Los Angeles, and I had to
be
come
Louisiana. I want to make sure.
I had to come back for a doctor's appointment only to find out that my doctor is like, he's MIA because he's over 65. So he's basically in his like summer house in Vermont. So I was like stuck in New York. But I want to hear, LA seems like it's much better, much easier. You guys seem much more sane and functional.
It's no different. The only difference is that we have less deaths and less cases of it. Otherwise, we're as locked down as you are. At least we're supposed to be, except for the assholes that are out protesting down in Orange County.
To Katie's point, though, I think that it is a little bit different just given the density that New York is versus us. So we're not as on top of each other even in quarantine.
Yeah, like New York was already like a petri dish of, it's just a big virus already happening. But it's so dense. And I said like how I'm not typically like this aggressive, but now I'm always like, get the fuck away from me. Like I really become more.
But you do it in hushed tones like that?
That's great. Well, the thing is, when you have a mask on, you kind of feel like you're like no one's watching you, so it's kind of okay to say whatever you want. Do you have that too, or?
I don't. I worry because I do say hello and smile to everybody that I walk past. I always have, but now I think that they just think I'm some creep staring at them because I'm smiling and saying hello, but I think all they see is.
Yeah, they can't.
Totally. I saw Anthony Ramos. Do you guys know who he is? He's at Stars in the Heights.
He's in Hamilton.
Yeah. And like he was in the park with his girlfriend and some friends. And I just like, typically I probably would have said hi and like, said the people who we know in common and because we've already met a couple times. But I just like, so it's hard to know how to interact now because people can't see you with the mask.
It is, Matt, so my brain doesn't fry. Who did Anthony Ramos play on the soundtrack? Is he?
He's Philip in the second act.
Philip, right?
Lawrence in the first. But hold on, it sounds like she had
Famous people as couple. Can you guess who I saw?
Oh, I love
it. We don't have to guess. We already know, but you still got to play.
Yeah, I should have made it more scintillating.
But you know what? That's a very niche celebrity sighting. That's a
he's gonna
absolutely.
I mean, when In the Heights comes out, he's going to be a movie star. But I don't know if that's going to come out now.
I know. I feel so bad. That was like this movie was going to be like his big debut.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't understand. Like, so Star Wars, are they going to still shoot it? Like, I guess they will eventually. I don't know how it works.
Well, there wasn't. This was one of the rare times when they weren't really. Well, they were working on the Mandalorian season 2, but they weren't making a Star Wars movie at the moment. They're sort of taking a break. But yeah, I mean, they just announced a new movie.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
I have no idea when they're going to be able to do it.
Okay. I'm sorry, Katie.
Sorry, go, Jimmy.
No, I was just. A friend of the show was posting on Facebook about how she asked what we're all doing for our self-tapes, which is a phrase that's used if you audition, you put yourself on tape, and then you send the clip of your audition to the casting director, to which I'm wondering, who the fuck is casting something right now? Like, we're shut down. So, like, are they trying to make busy work for themselves? Are they trying to get ahead of the game for when we come back? Like, what casting could possibly be happening?
Have you seen the ads for celebrities watching TV at home?
No.
Is that a real thing?
It is a real. I don't know if that's the exact title, but it's essentially the title. They are trying to figure out ways to make television. Is my point, Jimmy?
Yeah.
But they don't need me to. I don't need to be cast for that, do I?
Not for that particular thing.
So
But
you're telling me I'm going to watch Eric Stone Street sit on his couch watching television?
I mean, I will tell you this: the people who I saw, I did not recognize. So I don't know how, but it's like it's ABC or something.
Garen, please look that up. Celebrities at their house watching television. I'm sure that'll show up.
The series is an insightful, funny, and sometimes emotional critique of America's most popular and topical TV shows and news stories. Stars expected to appear include Rob Lowe,
Oh, and he
Meghan
wasn't in the ad.
Trainor, Joe
Yeah.
Buck, Raven Simone, Master P, and Romeo, Jojo Siwa, Steve Wozniak, Curtis Stone, and Robert and Kim Herjavec.
Oh,
He's
that's
from Shark Tank.
yeah.
Great.
I saw that. I was like, really, somebody. I mean, more power to people who find ways to make a living. I don't have a problem.
Hey,
with
how about
that,
Meghan Trainor goes back to making music? What didn't she jump into being famous for being famous way too soon?
Yeah,
Or
because her
just in
second album
time.
didn't do very well.
What's that, Garen?
I don't think her new album did very well.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
It's all
How
about
is-
that bass. Go ahead.
How was Flappers? How was your
Oh, we had a very nice time. We had a nice sized crowd. Flappers was very happy with the money that we raised for them. So it went well. Katie, thank you for asking.
because I'm also just trying to like figure stuff out because I was scheduled to do I was planning to do my show at Joe's Pub at the Public Theater in New York, and I don't know what I will do. What are you guys? I guess it sounds like you guys are ready and raring to do shows. You already are.
Oh, no, we did it. I hear we did it via Zoom. We didn't go to Flappers.
Okay.
No, are you kidding
I
me?
got so
We're
excited.
on lockdown. We're on quarantine.
I got so excited. I know, but denial. I find I have denial in like fits and starts where I can like absorb what's really going on, and then I'll be like, "It's going to be fine. It's all going to be fine." Just
It is, we've talked about it a little bit on the program, but for me, it's the and hearing about the potential openings and stuff it confuses this even further. It's like it really, to me, it feels like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Like there's no end to this. Like just because we get open on Friday doesn't mean there's a vaccine around the corner. It doesn't mean that we're safe. So it's like still for me bringing anxiety, which is of course then goes back to I'm not sleeping. So.
totally. Well, I mean, it's also the logical response is to. I mean, I wish that Pence and Trump had an ounce of that sanity.
Katie, you've been on our show before. We support this president and his administration, so I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't badmouth them while you're on this program.
I am in love with Fauci, though. He's like Ryan Gosling, but with like a New York accent and a little older.
He's
Less air.
he's been MIA too, though, right? Haven't they sidelined him? They're not letting him talk anymore, or is he back in the mix? I stopped watching those things because it was driving me absolutely batty.
It's so depressing. Yeah, I understand why I would. I had to hang out. So I have many friends who work in the news.
Yes.
And like I would be like, oh, it's good to connect with a friend, but then they would like tell me those terrifying stories, and I was like, I need to get off the phone.
Jesus. Yeah, you got to
Isolation
stop.
is better.
Katie, you don't have any roommates. You live there on your own?
Not that I know of. I have.
Oh boy, so you got a ghost?
No, just me and my dog. I thought it was going to be so lonely, but it's actually really not that bad. Like I feel slightly feral, but I think it was that way beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Do you find, first of all, what's your dog's name? It seems like you're refusing to tell us what that is.
Lady. She thinks she's going to get a treat. That's why.
Oh, she's like a Cocker Spaniel type almost.
Yeah.
That's right on brand.
Half Cocker, half Cavalier. Lady, come here.
How is that on brand, Elliot? Walk me through that.
Because Lady and the Tramp, from Lady and the Tramp, Lady.
Oh, you mean
I
the
believe
name is on brand?
Yeah. Cocker Spaniel, I believe.
Well, so it's on brand for Katie because those dogs are very spazzy.
I
adopted her, and her name was Lady when I got her, and her owner was so nice that I kept the name, even though I sound like such a jackass because I always have to be like Katie and Lady.
Oh boy, I didn't even.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's disastrous.
That is not good.
Such a moron. Yeah.
Now, Katie, is that your living room there that you're in? Then is that the?
Yeah. Do you want a tour? Yeah, I have a.
No.
Oh no, I've just been told no by producers.
Move that laptop again.
Producers say don't move anything. I would be all for it.
I guess people will see this too at the end, but
Should I put it?
A big
if you
stink
just
about
pan-
showing these posters for no reason.
Oh wait, we can't show that part. We can't.
Okay.
No, oh, God, no, we can't.
Well,
do
then
that.
I'll just tell people that Katie was like, "Oh, Jimmy, you'll like this. Look at these posters." Will Forte gave me these posters when he moved to California.
It was very sweet. He like left SNL and he gave me his posters and my couch, and his career succeeded. And so he can go buy a new couch, but I've had the same couch forever.
Yeah, but that
Maybe-
means that couch is going to bring good luck. When did he leave that show? Like just last year, right?
Something like that.
Is it a pull-out couch? Do you sleep in that room as well, or you said you had one bedroom?
No, I have a 1 bedroom. Yeah. No, for New York, it's like a relatively good sized, like when I've had a boyfriend, it gets a little tight, but like it's livable. But the thing is in New York, I mean, thank God I don't have children right now. I love kids, but like it must be to be in such small spaces.
Yeah.
But we could agree you shouldn't be a mother, right? Is that something we could agree on?
So mean.
Is it mean or is it?
The cruelest thing.
I know your doctor's missing in action. I'm happy to help.
I think that's like the cruelest thing I think I've ever heard.
No, you misunderstood then. What I was saying was you shouldn't have children. Did you misunderstand what I meant?
Still getting worse.
The size of the apartment. That's what
That's too small. We can agree on that. Too small. You can't have a child in there. You already got the dog.
Keep it going. Keep it going. I was a nanny. I directed a mentoring program. I love kids.
I know you do, but that doesn't mean that you should have your own. I think it's. I think you'd be a terrific mother. I was saying all this for humor, of course. That's the premise of the program. All right, Katie, let me go around the horn and check in with everybody. Let's check in with the Pop Culture Beats info. That's sponsored by dogpile.com. That's Garen Cockrell in Van Nuys, California. I refuse to accept it as Sherman Oaks. My Waze tells me otherwise.
I think we established it's neither, didn't we? That it's
Yeah.
actually Valley Glen.
It's Valley Glen?
Technically.
Let's just call it Van Oaks.
No.
No, we're not going to
Sherman
call
Nuys?
that. Sherman Nuys, I like. I went to high school with Sherman Nuys. Good guy.
He is great. I know him too.
Sherman Nuys is actually fun to say, whereas Van Oaks isn't. Although Van Oaks is another guy. That was that National Lampoon movie, right? National Lampoon presents Van Oaks. Yeah, I think it was Van Wilder. Yeah, no shit. Garen, what's happening that we can tell Katie about in your life that
Tell me about you're trying to have children.
I've got 4 kids.
you can't count your 2 cats and 2 dogs, Garen?
Why not?
Did I get those right? Is it 2 and 2?
It's 2 and 2.
You got the Woolery of kids
The
over there?
Woolery of animals, yeah.
Great. Love it.
They're all racist.
They're all racist.
Children, that's amazing. Who has racist children?
Garrett.
He's being silly about his pets because Chuck Woolery could be a little bigoted on Twitter.
And in life. I don't think it's limited to the social media.
Isn't he the guy that wore the KKK hood to the grocery store? That wasn't Chuck.
You think that was him? You think that was Woolery?
Chuck Woolery as in 2 and 2. We'll be
Yeah,
back.
follow him on Twitter. You'll enjoy yourself.
A little delay on this Zoom call, but I think you just caught it as a joke.
The dating game. I remember that guy.
Love connection. But
Love
yeah.
connection.
He had a similar, like, he resembled Alan Thicke a little bit.
No, he does not.
Maybe they both had, they weren't balding. That made them.
Yeah, his hair is thick, if that's what you meant.
I cannot love Catie Lazarus more than I do. It's unbelievable. It's just a joy. No. So earnest and kind. Except when
This
she's
entire
running.
show
I
is
hear
just
she's turned
giggles.
into a horrible human being.
She's a monster when she's out in the streets.
Did you hear she whispered to a guy recently?
Wait, but don't you feel that way, like in the grocery store when someone's like not?
Yeah.
Yes, move your ass. Don't come near me.
I haven't been to a grocery store in 4 weeks, but yes.
Wait, so how do you get food, or you're just thin?
My wife is doing like Amazon Fresh, and that's basically taking care of business. We have a little Instacart here and there.
Interesting.
It's hard to even get. So like I do try Amazon, like that's my go-to, but the problem is it's very hard to get like a slot where you can get delivery.
Yeah.
Do you guys have that too?
Well,
Yeah.
Matt's wife found a solution to that, right? Matt, what was the...
He cracked a code that I don't know if it applies to everywhere in the country,
Ooh.
but if you go at the top of the odd hours, apparently that's when slots open up.
Okay. A friend also suggested that like 1 a.m. Jimmy and I can easily do that. That's fine.
Yeah. You can deliver anything. You bring it at 3 a.m. It doesn't matter. I'm ready to accept any package any time of day over here.
Well, that's not when they bring it. That's just when you place the order.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
if I
so
want
you-
it delivered at that hour? That's not an option?
Maybe it is. I don't know.
I think 6 is the earliest.
6
maybe it's 4 to 6 or something like that. That might be the earliest delivery time.
Do you feel weird like getting things delivered?
My wife wipes everything down with wipes and stuff. So that's our way of dealing with it. I feel like I've gotten more, and this is probably not good, but I feel like I've gotten a little more relaxed about that stuff just because I feel like I've seen enough articles that are like, you don't really need to do that. Like there's certain precautions that you should take and some that are not as big a deal. And wiping down groceries is apparently not necessary, but it's still peace of mind. Helps you if it makes everybody feel comfortable, then you do it.
I like seeing how like passive aggressive, like in my family, like someone will be like, I wait 3 days before I open my mail. And then someone will be like, I wouldn't even wait a month. Like they just like make it so that you feel even like you're never doing enough kind of
But
thing.
again, if you open up your mail and then wash your hands when you're done, you're solving the problem. Like,
Right.
Well, the other thing is like now they're talking about air pollution. So it's like there's no end. Like
right.
you just have to wash your hands and not touch people. Although you guys are basically lucky because you have families. So this isn't probably.
What?
I mean, you get to see. I literally have not seen a human or interacted with a human.
Right.
I guess
Interacted, yes.
It is. That is huge. Elliot does not have that, and Garen has roommates, but they're not.
Yeah, Elliot's running some hustle. Elliot is going to some bar or something on the weekend, and
You going to that meat market down the street?
yeah, you're going down to the Cavern, or what's it called?
Carbon.
You going to the Carbon?
I have not. As far as I know, it's not open.
Elliot, can we
As
make
far
an
as I know.
agreement, you and I, that when this ban is lifted and bars are allowed, that I will get a non-alcoholic drink, but you and I meet at the Carbon one night.
And see what the real deal is?
Just to see what the deal is, so that we can report back what the Carbon is. There's
Sure.
a bar, Katie, in Palms, California.
I was able to get that.
It confuses the hell out of me. I don't know anything about this place. It looks like a dive barfly place, but Elliot tells me it's a meat market dance hall, and
That's
I want
my
to get to the bottom
experience.
of it. And I hope it's the latter of the two, because there's no doubt in my mind my wife is leaving me the second that this quarantine is over.
It's accelerated your relationship.
Oh,
hasn't
there's
it?
no doubt in my mind the bags are. I'm sure even right now she's like, quickly pack another fucking bag while he's doing this shit show. There's no doubt they're gone.
I'm so intrigued by the amount of like divorces that are going to be happening, right?
There's gonna be a lot of
probably.
divorces and or babies in.
I already my godbrother who's on MSNBC and NBC. He just had a baby today.
Yeah.
Wait, your godfather is
Godbrother.
Anderson Cooper.
I know, but that was very sweet.
It was very
No one wrote like comments like, God, why didn't you just adopt? Like everyone was very excited for him, which
I'm sure you still got called the F word by a lot of idiots.
No, my Alex Seitzwald, not quite as famous, not quite Vanderbilt, lineage, but yeah, he just had a baby, Phoebe. I'm not sure what to get them, but I'll have to think of some. He didn't actually do the work. I should have probably prefaced that.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, you'll figure out what to get him. There's no doubt, Katie. You got time.
Yeah.
You find something. Garen,
Wait.
anything else? Go ahead, Katie. Go ahead.
Sorry, my last. I just want to know: is the improv like? Are your kids having fun? Because aren't your kids like doing homeschooling and stuff like that? Aren't they taking classes?
Yeah, the actual school. My son goes from 8:30 to 1 every day. They have a little 20-minute break in the middle of that, and they wrote. I don't know if he's going to be happy with me saying this. They all had to write a poem. And then the teacher read the poems today, and then the kids voted on their favorites, and Oliver came in second place.
Oh, nice.
And I was very proud of him. His poem was funny. I know that's not shocking to anybody, but then the first one was very, very heavy and serious. First place got that, and then Oliver's funny one got second place, and so that's what he's doing. Matt, your kids are going
What
from
about
time?
Matt?
Yeah, there's stuff is not quite as structured, but they just get assignments that they do throughout the day, throughout the week, and so it's not like I think my daughter, who's in 6th grade, feels like she could have a little more, like she could be a little more challenged. My son probably feels like he could do without it completely.
Yeah.
But it's good. It helps. I mean, it's almost over, by the way. Like they're done in like 3 weeks, I think.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about this chatter that the kids might go back to school mid-July?
Well, our school superintendent already emailed everybody to say that's probably not going to happen.
Oh, okay.
For Burbank, but I do think, honestly, we're going to miss that little bit of structure. Like, I don't know if there's going to be like summer camps doing virtual summer camp type stuff for them, but like they need something just to like let them know it's not an endless weekend, basically.
I agree with that. Now, of course, if it's lifted, that's a different story.
Right.
If the kids are able to go outside and play.
I mean, if camp can happen, that would be amazing. I have no illusions that that's going to be possible.
I don't either. I heard today that if they lift this too soon, it'll be 3,000 deaths a day.
Yeah, you heard that from Garen.
250,000 deaths worldwide as of today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Garen. Sad.
Yes, I didn't want to hurl myself into oncoming traffic before. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Hey, Garen, give me your J. Wait, do we check in? What's going on in Van and Sherman Way, or what did we decide on? Sherman Nyes?
Sherman Nyes.
I can tell you a funny little anecdote that happened yesterday.
Here we go, Katie. We've just been told this is a funny anecdote.
Oh, funny.
I went to the I call it the uppity Ralph's down the street here in Sherman Oaks.
Wait,
that
what?
I usually go to. It's
The
like
uppity.
the high-end Ralph's. It's where all the rich people go.
It's a grocery store, Katie.
I know.
Ralph's is a
I
grocery
know.
store.
I'm actually, yeah.
You said what? Like it was the most confusing thing you ever heard. So I was trying to help you out.
I was trying not to yawn. That was the.
Keep trying. Here we go.
Wait, is this the one on the one on Ventura, right by Woodman?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
And that one's considered uppity?
Well, it's the newest. It's new, and it's
it's
a little more expensive, and
Got a little veneer to it.
it's horribly designed and everything.
They call it low Ralph to make it more sophisticated.
Monsieur Ralph. Anyway, I went to Starbucks, and I had my mask on and everything, and I have mush mouth as it is. So I went up to the counter, and I took my mask down a little bit. I was like, yeah, I want an iced tea. And the guy behind the counter took his mask off and goes, hi. And it was somebody that I had hooked up with in the past, working at Starbucks that I hadn't seen in quite a long time. And that is the first time that has ever happened to me, that I ran into a former...
Wow.
Did you guys reconnect over this?
Yeah, it was fine. It wasn't...
The
It
masking?
was shocking. I was like, wasn't it, because you're never expecting that. But I was like, oh, hey, how are you? Good to see you, blah, blah, blah. And then when I left, I was like, text me or call me or whatever. And I left.
I can't believe you were like taking off your mask to.
Well, they had a
clearly, you
plastic
didn't
barrier.
want to have a relationship with this person, and now you're like, but maybe I can get COVID through them.
I didn't know it was them until after I did that. I just pulled it down a little bit so I could clearly order. And they also had the plastic
purpose of the
barrier.
mask.
That's the
And now-
purpose
It
of
had a
mask.
plastic barrier. There was a barrier.
There's other people there, right?
Not close enough that I was worried.
You're the guy that said 6 feet is bullshit. You're freaking out about that, and now you're taking your mask off in a Starbucks?
Just enough to order clearly, and then it went back on.
Please
to hide the
notice that-
shock that I just ran into somebody that I had.
Nobody cares about this guy you fucked once. We are concerned about you killing him intentionally by taking your mask off. That's
And
the
now
part
we
that
have to report it. Now we all have to report it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Otherwise, we will get taken to the stocks.
Oh, so you guys are all gonna just rat me out? What happened to friends? What happened to NNF family? You're just gonna.
We
rat
are
me
your
out?
friend. You shouldn't be doing this.
I mean, I'm not going to report you as much as I'm just going to put the episode out, and then everyone will...
I get like 5,000 citations just from listeners.
Well,
Yeah, that
good
was
for
an
you,
interesting moment.
Garen. Now, what if that guy texts you tonight and says, "Hey, great seeing you. I know we're in quarantine, but why don't we get together?" What would you say to that?
Hit me back on Friday.
Because you guys are going to go to a toy store.
I think, yeah, obviously. Stage 2 means you can bang around, right?
I think that's what stage 2 means. It's retail and fucking. I think is stage 2.
Katie might not know that there was a news report that California may be moving to stage 2 on Friday.
Okay, so what is stage 2? I'm very envious of you guys in California.
I don't like. I would prefer that we waited until at least the end of the month for stage 2. But if we're moving forward, it means that retail establishments will be opening up for curbside service.
Okay.
Which most people are already doing, so it's...
Yeah, this is not for non-essential things. That's the deal, because Because even with curbside, you're still interacting with people. You're still taking a thing and putting it in your car and
So,
all that
but
kind of stuff.
but we're still not allowing haircuts and so on and so forth.
Right.
Correct?
That stuff's in stage 3.
Okay.
Haircuts is stage 3.
By the way, I gave myself a haircut again yesterday, and if I may, I think I did a terrific job. I really.
It looks good.
This is a good one.
Yeah, it looks good.
I ordered some clippers to be able to do that exact thing. So
You and Chris Cuomo.
I think I did a better job than Chris. Now, is that one of the people that are friends of yours in the news business?
No,
You don't know?
he's not a friend of mine. He's Cuomo's. Andrew Cuomo's brother.
What?
Wait a minute. But they're not related to Mario Cuomo, the former.
What the shit? This week, by the way, just in case you're curious, Matt is on this side of my screen and Katie is on that side. So I was able to do the what? Two different people. That's what made me enjoy that.
I did have it wasn't a date, but I couldn't tell if it was like going to be a date. And it is scary, like interacting with someone where you're like, are we 6 feet? Is it 4.5 feet?
Wait,
And
you had a date with somebody during this?
it wasn't a date. Let's just say he was like single and he was like, within 6 feet away from me. So that's basically a date. I feel like that counts as a date. He was
You were
cute.
in line at the grocery store and somebody was behind you?
I thought we were going to talk on the phone, and then he's like, "Oh, I got to visit my grandmother, and I'm close by in the park." And so then we started hanging out. And I had a full on panic attack. I was like really scared, and to overcompensate so I could seem like I was fine, I gave him my Purell wipes, and he didn't even say thank you.
Oh, then you never see this guy again. B, first of all, he breaks the law. Second of all, the Purell thing. What, Elliot?
Was he visiting his grandmother before or after you?
I think he says hi to her from the balcony. It's sort of sweet.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of cute.
But you made a big stink about how you haven't had any human interaction in 8
That was
weeks.
it. That was it.
But that's the worst situation. This is some guy you don't even know.
I know. I think I was like, it's like, I know.
Well, I get it. That if you're all alone, you kind of feel like you gotta do something
Absolutely
in a safe way to like interact with people.
Or Ralph's?
It is a weird, like my cousin is so sweet and she helps me with laundry. So she'll drive by and, but we have like she's basically a friend. So we don't do anything stupid. We're not going to be like, oh, I think you're 3 feet away. Or if she needed Purell wipes, like I know she would say, thank you. You know what I mean? It's a different
Yeah.
You have not talked to this guy since the no thank you situation, right?
We had no, not really. He does like, he didn't know I was like completely having a panic attack. And
I'm sure he figured it out.
I think he just thought I was
You have such a great poker face, Katie. I'm sure he had.
But we did interact because I had recommended Sex Education on Netflix. Have you guys watched?
I watched it, but I'm aware.
I just finished it.
The
My wife-
greatness.
So good.
Oh, all right.
Amazing.
Is it scripted? Is it a scripted program?
Yeah.
Yes, I just read the script. It is the pilot. Matt, I was like crying.
Wait, are you done? Have you
Don't
finished?
go into details.
We
It's
just
like-
finished season 2 on Saturday. Oh my God. So good.
It's life changing. And also the soundtrack is really good on Spotify, by the way. And I learned about Ezra Furman. I didn't know his music.
Yeah, there's actually a few playlists of like all the music in the show. But it's like the music is amazing, but it's a lot of great like 80s music and some more obscure stuff, and it's awesome. So like find one of those playlists. There's like tons of music in the show.
Do you remember when Ezra Furman had the number 2 song in the country? You remember that?
No.
Who was number 1?
Better Than Ezra? Come on, that's a classic Norm Macdonald joke. That's a strong piece
Smack
of
me right in the head.
I did my own twist on it.
You did, and I liked it. And for a second, I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't. Oh no, it does work.
You think Norm Macdonald now is like anti-vax and everything like that?
I have no clue. Why is he showing evidence of that?
No, I think he's very funny, but I think, and I'm heard that he's a great tennis player, but I think that he has sort of like conservative streaks in ways that like,
Yeah.
kind of like a Dan Aykroyd kind of feel.
I don't think he's like anti-vax type guy, but I do think he's politically conservative. Yeah.
You never know. Adam Sandler. I didn't know that too.
What is Adam Sandler as far as tennis? Is he any good?
That I don't know. But he is a good actor thanks to Uncut Gems. I now know that he's
I thought he was, as much as I did not like that movie, I thought he was good in it.
spectacular. Like he was
You're
hands
making
down.
Garen angry. It's you can't bring up Uncut Gems around Garen.
He
It's not
wrote
that
the
he
exact
was
same script.
His performance was great. I'll give it. It's just I just couldn't handle him yelling the whole. It was just too
But that
much
was
yelling.
right. That was the point. That it made you so anxious.
Yeah, it just I didn't.
He was doing his job effectively, and therefore it was really annoying.
And he was hysterical in that Pete Davidson clip from SNL a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, you're talking about the one time that Pete Davidson made up a song and sang it in his basement?
Yeah, you probably saw that clip, right?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, this is such a treat. We never get to see Pete Davidson recording a song in his basement.
And I guess he lives with his mom.
What? No.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Really?
Yes, that's all that anyone ever fucking talks about is that he lives in his mom's basement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and by everyone, him.
Him, yeah.
Amazing. Okay, see, I'm glad I'm on my own.
Yeah, you're better off. You're better off on your own, Katie.
He's in Staten Island if you want to go visit.
Hey, yeah, we know that you're down to do whatever. What, Katie?
We lost Katie.
Katie,
Katie down.
Are you
Katie
I
down.
wanted to show you my dog, but she doesn't want.
Oh my God. Dear Lord.
All right, lady doesn't.
She did not want me to do that.
No kidding. Oh, look at lady. Hi, lady.
Hi, sweetheart.
She's cute.
Can't hear us.
Super cute. Poor thing.
Look at Katie and lady. Look at little Katie.
You know that she had an official bar mitzvah. She had a real rabbi bless her.
All right, we got to go.
Thank you, Katie. Thanks for being here.
My brother's ex-girlfriend. Who
Text me your J band. You had a bark mitzvah.
for my 40th birthday. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Did she have to read from the Torah?
No, she got a little bit of a hot dog and a little bit of lox.
Is that kosher?
Probably not. But
We had those kosher franks, right?
That's true.
yeah, it was kosher drinks. Exactly.
Yeah.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu.
Is that your dog impression, or is that the rabbi talking to the dog?
That's a dog trying to read the Torah.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, let me go back to Garen Cockrell, who's been very patient over there in Van
But a
Nuys.
dog is not exciting. Yeah.
Dog's adorable.
Yeah, it's adorable. I don't know what more you want from us, Katie.
Nah.
Hi, lady. All right. Garen. Oh,
Are you okay?
What the fuck just happened?
I suspect the dog stepped on the cable. That would be my guess.
Katie, are you about to pass out?
No.
It's just I was laughing because you guys saw my my skills, my computer savvy, and you knew that this could be a disaster.
Actually, it sounds better, believe it or not. I don't know what just happened, but it sounds better.
Thanks, lady. But you were talking to Garen, and I rudely interrupted. I apologize.
It does not sound better.
Yeah, you know what? I was wrong about that.
Oh, sorry. Is it better now?
Yes.
I think
thank
it's
you.
the microphone is now pointing at the ceiling. Maybe
Is this better?
it's fine. I just remember how we said you'd have to tuck it to the side of it.
Now?
No, keep going until the microphone's at 1 o'clock or at 12 o'clock.
Look for the logo and talk into the logo.
Katie, you know people are paying to listen to this, right?
It's a lot of pressure. Okay.
Did it flip around? It looks like it
Move
flipped
it
around.
whatsoever.
This way? Is this better?
I'm going to leave
That
my
is
wife
better.
for Katie and then murder her. I swear to God, that's what's going to happen. She brings me such joy, this woman.
Is it working now?
Yes. Now spin your computer.
Yeah, stay out of the frame if you could, too. That'd be great.
I swear the microphone's facing the wrong direction.
Of course it is, Matt.
Not pointed.
It's probably set for the round, omnidirectional or whatever.
Oh.
No.
No.
Better this way?
Yes.
This is happening again.
We don't need to release the
Bueller.
no.
Bueller.
Oh, my God. Garen, give me your J band.
I didn't want to go the obviously the obvious route, so I'm going to go with Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull, the great flautist. Ian Anderson on the flute. Stands on that one leg, stork style. That's not a stork. Flamingo. Flamingo, right? Is the flamingo on the one leg?
Flamingo's definitely on a one leg. Stork might be too.
Does stork also go one leg?
Maybe.
No, stork delivers a baby.
Heron,
that's true.
too.
Heron?
Heron. Yeah, sure.
No,
Yeah,
Matt, it's Garen.
Oh, sorry.
Garen the heron, huh? How you doing,
My
man?
reading glasses to see your moniker there.
What? All right, so you went with Jethro Tull. Garen, I'm very serious. Can you name one Jethro Tull song?
No.
Can anybody on this show name one Jethro Tull song?
Follow the Piper? I don't know.
Yeah, Follow the Piper.
I'm going to just totally randomly guess Smoke on the Water. I don't know who
That's
that is.
Deep Purple. That is Deep
All
Purple.
right. I've got 2 in the chamber, I think.
2 Tull songs?
Yeah. Locomotive
Probably
Breath.
doesn't carry.
Locomotive Breath is one. Give me the other one.
And the other one is Aqualung.
Hey, Aqualung,
Aqualung.
sitting on a park bench.
Which those lyrics are not comfortable to sing.
No, they're
these
not. They weren't even comfortable when they were, for me, when they were, when it was okay to sing songs like that.
Too much panty talk.
Sitting on a park bench, watching the girls with bated breath. I don't know if that's how it goes.
Bad intent.
Bad
worse.
intent. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Jethro
bated
Tull. As a reminder, I believe that's Andy Daly's favorite band.
Oh.
Jethro Tull. It's also my comic I used to know in Chicago. I still know him. Jim McHugh, that's his favorite band. So there are people whose favorite band is Jethro Tull.
Sounds like they're very popular.
I would have gone to see him. I remember when Andy Daly invited me, but I could not go that night. But I would have gone. I've never seen Jethro Tull. That's a band I've never seen in concert. But I think that's probably a crapshoot. Are you going to get the greatest hits, or are you going to get Aqualung plus 13 songs? You don't have a clue what they are.
Aren't they like really long songs too? Like each song is like an epic.
Yeah, in fact, Thick as a Brick is the entire album is side 1 and side 2. One song. Thick as a Brick part 1, part 2. I believe. If Jethro Tull fans out there wants to tell me I'm wrong, save your time. I don't care.
Who's gonna rush out and see the Thick as a Brick tour where he does it front to back?
I guarantee. I want to say he may have done that a few years back.
Oh, all right.
And again, I'm
Makes
sure some
sense.
Jethro Tull fan will tell me that that's wrong. And
I'm sure they would enjoy it if it happened.
because it's thick as a brick. That's another one that they would play quite a bit. Those are the 3 songs. All right, well, Jethro Tull, that's not a bad guess, Garen. We'll find out if that makes you the top 5 or will it be in the number 1 spot. Will you go home today with $5 more than you had, and you can bring that over and get yourself another cup of coffee and a blowjob at that Starbucks with that guy that you hooked up with. Katie, I
What
apologize.
did you drink coffee-wise? I was just curious.
That's good. You could follow it.
Oh, I got a black tea. They did not have my normal green tea.
Wait, what? You went all the way to Starbucks, risked your life for black tea?
It's right there inside the Ralphs. They're inside. It's inside the Ralphs there. So I just had to walk
Hey,
across
legit-
the aisle.
No, under any circumstances, like pre-COVID, there was no reason to go.
There was no line. Just walked right up. Got my tea.
Hey, Garen, here's a serious question, a serious follow-up. When you get that cup of tea from them, do you drink it right out of the cup that they give you, or do you bring it home and pour it into your own cup?
Oh, I drank right out of that cup.
You don't mind drinking the? Do you wipe that top off? What do you
know
do?
what? I didn't even think about that. I just
Sorry to get in your head now.
Yeah. Here's the other thing that got in my head. I had to pay for that drink.
More than one, it sounds like. You think that guy should have given it to you free because you banged him once?
I think I kind of thought he would offer. I don't know why.
Hang on, Katie's using a different camera angle, guys.
I was asked to do so on chat.
I used the chat to try to produce a little bit and have her rotate the camera.
You know what?
Now that we're doing producing, can you turn your microphone around the way it was for the first hour of the show? Isn't that the back? Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Keep going. Keep going. You got it.
Keep spinning. Keep going. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Keep.
Yes.
Yay! Now point it up at you.
Tilt it vertically.
And there we
you
go.
go.
Now speak, Katie.
How's it going?
Great.
Perfect.
Yay! Guys.
Let me just say to our listeners, I apologize for the audio problems on this. We are not to blame. You've met Katie before. You know that she's a nightmare.
So,
Hey, there's those posters that I was supposed to be excited about, by the way. Now you can see that in the shot.
the bar is set pretty low during COVID. I was like trying to think of things that might be fun.
Well, the fans will appreciate seeing Will Forte's old posters and couch. That's
Oh,
pretty
that's true. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
nice couch.
It's a good-looking
It is a
couch.
nice
Imagine how much. Do you think he banged around on that couch, Katie? Do you ever think about that when you're sitting there watching Glee?
Not until recently, I didn't think about it, but not meaning recently by right now. And I think it was Rachel Dratch's couch before Will.
This thing's a third-hand couch?
Wow.
I think it is because so we all lived on the same block, and obviously it really helped their careers. You know?
Oh boy, that's the second time you brought this up, Katie.
Really bitter.
Are you doing okay? This quarantine's getting you.
This quarantine is starting. Sometimes I'm completely fine, and then there are other moments where I feel like. Did you ever see Splash when you guys were young?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember, like, there was this woman who had, like, she got electrocuted, obviously by lightning, and then she's like wearing a bra over her sweater, and she's like, everything's fine, but she was
Yes,
not
I do.
fine. That's sort of how I feel.
That's you. You'd love it. Do you, Katie and Matt and Garen and Elliot, of course, you guys can join in on this. Do you ever, just for a second during that day, just kind of just go, can you believe this is fucking happening? Like, do you ever have those moments where you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I feel like I'm still kind of in shock about it. I don't know. I mean, yeah.
It's crazy. Well, Garen's in good shape, though. He's just licking the caps off of Starbucks cups that are just sitting in COVID containers.
I can't believe he, like, wasted, like, it just
For tea.
Like,
Really, yeah. That's no different than the pre-bottled stuff that you just buy at a...
I used to have Starbucks tea every single day.
This isn't making it better,
Because it's
Garen.
right next to my work. So I haven't had it in a month and a half or however long
so
I've been in here.
you're kind of treating yourself.
So I was there and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to grab a quick tea.
Is it 4 o'clock? Oh, it's 5 to. Oh, guys, we got to end this thing in 10 minutes.
Okay.
My son has a school project at 4 o'clock that he's got to be a part of it. I promised them we'd be done by 4. I had no idea Katie wouldn't know how to address her microphone for 35 minutes. So,
I did skip a Pilates. I didn't realize that I'd skipped a Pilates to hang out with you guys.
oh, my wife did Pilates this morning.
She did.
I call it Pilates because that's fun to do. Hey, here's my wife.
Ah,
Hey. Did you ever meet Catie Lazarus, honey?
No.
There's Katie right there.
Hi, nice
I'm
to meet you.
excited. I'm very excited to meet you.
She can't hear you because I'm on headphones. But Oliver, come and say hello to Catie Lazarus. Here's my son, Katie.
You could not be less excited.
Here he comes. There he is.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, he's the best. He's the best. You think you? That's a good example. I raised him properly. Like that. Another example why you shouldn't have children.
So mean.
Makes no
That's
sense.
like all I ever wanted.
That's all right. Take advantage of that couch. Bang around back there and get a kid. That'd be perfect.
I want to meet someone who has kids.
You know, we were talking about this. A friend of the show, Kyle Anderson. He and his wife, of course, had their little baby Axel not long before this happened. And I was thinking that this is probably the best and worst time to have an infant in the house.
God. Yeah, it's actually true. A newborn, kind of, maybe it's not that different. Your life isn't that different, whether or
Right.
not there's a quarantine. I could see it being a little more difficult to get stuff that you need or whatever. But then you think about, like, if it's still going when they're 6 months, 9 months,
right?
That's going to be like, I see people in the neighborhood. There's a woman who has like a toddler just learned to walk, it seems like. And so she's just trying to, like, give that kid some outdoor time, but they can't. I assume she doesn't feel comfortable going to the park, so she's just kind of walking down the street with the baby. And I'm like, man, that is terrible to have to go, to be at that stage with all this happening is crazy.
It doesn't also taking them outside, like, expose them to stuff they need to be able to be healthier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you're right about that, Karen.
there's also, you get the vitamin D from the sun is one thing, but then,
I heard of that.
yeah, it's a real thing. That's probably why you heard about it, because it's true.
I'm kidding, honey. I'm telling you right now, I'm leaving you for Catie Lazarus.
Oliver just met his future stepmom.
As my wife said, if you can get out of the house, be my guest. All right, Elliot, we got 7 minutes. Give me
right.
your J recording artist.
I'm trying to hit the bullseye.
Yep.
Judas Priest.
Judas Priest in the top spot is what Elliot Hochberg thinks.
Wait, are you giving the answer already?
No, I was not, sir.
Okay.
Or was I? You don't know. You don't know. Hey, same game. Can anybody name a Judas Priest song?
Hell's Bells?
That is AC/DC.
Oh, yeah.
You can't look it up, Katie. I see you looking on your phone for a Judas Priest song. I see what you're doing.
I already know what song.
Oh, what is it? Give me
Breaking
one.
the law. Breaking the law.
Garen got one.
There's one.
Thank you.
What do you got,
Beavis
Katie?
The Looks That Kill or
That's Motley Crue.
Oh, right.
Katie, what's your guess for a Judas Priest song?
Oh, no, I can't answer that. I have no idea.
Something else gay coded.
You got another thing coming.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got another thing coming. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Was Breaking the Law? What's the big radio? Wasn't there one kind of radio hit?
You got another thing coming was the big radio hit.
Yeah.
Breaking the Law was Beavis and Butthead did that a ton.
Yeah, that's why I know that one.
And then also Living After Midnight. They got about 5 songs people
Oh,
might know.
I didn't know they did that one.
Matt, what is your J recording artist?
The first thing I thought of, and it's probably too easy for it to be the winner, but I'm going to say Journey.
Journey, of course, the great Steve Perry, right? The great vocalist, best rock vocalist of all time, as far as Jimmy Pardo is concerned. Will that be the top spot? We don't know. 6 minutes to go.
That was my,
What's that, Garen?
that was my alt.
Yeah, it seems too on the nose, but I thought of a second one eventually, but for a while I could only think of that. So
Just out of curiosity, Matt, who is your second one?
Jackson 5.
The Jackson 5.
Nice.
Oh, interesting. I could tell you that it doesn't even make my top 5, the Jackson 5. High five, my brother. Catie, who's your J recording artist?
Okay, I'm torn between Jimi Hendrix, Joan Jett,
Okay, these are people. I need a band.
no, and Janet Jackson.
Well, the Jimi Hendrix Experience
And
would
the
work.
Experience. Okay,
And
does
Joan
that-
Jett and the Blackhearts. You could do that.
You're right. My apologies on both of those, Elliot. I apologize to Catie Lazarus.
And I'd only mentioned Janet Jackson because it's J first and J last. J last name and J first.
Still not a band.
Still not a band.
Could
Doesn't matter how many J's are involved.
when she's doing their Super Bowl and revealing her. Anyway,
Solo artist. It's a
Elliot, give me the fans very quickly.
Did Katie pick one of those?
Yeah,
two?
she went Jimi Hendrix Experience.
hold on, but Jimmy, wait. Before he does that, what about this?
You don't win money, don't get fame, don't get nothing when you match his name. First off, the winner, obscure sometimes. You can match for bragging rights. What do fans think of?
Nice.
Go ahead, Elliot, quickly.
All right, Jefferson Airplane,
Great.
Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Now that's one of the ones that Katie said that I yelled at, but I now circle back and I was wrong.
All right, correctly spelled this time. Gem and the Holograms.
All right.
oh, nice callback to the
Yeah.
80s.
Jamiroquai, which I believe is both a man and a band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jefferson Starship,
Now, okay.
Joy Division,
Uh-huh.
the aforementioned Jethro Tull,
All right.
my backup, Jay Giles Band,
Absolutely.
Judas Priest.
Top spot.
No, number one is in fact Journey.
All right. Here we go. I will tell you this. We have a winner. We do have a winner.
Okay.
Oh.
Number 5 is Jefferson Starship. Number 5. Number 4, Jane's Addiction.
Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
Number 3, Elliot's backup, the Jay Giles Band.
Okay.
Number 2, Journey. And number 1, because I don't know how to keep my mouth shut, Judas Priest. Judas Priest.
Woohoo!
Well done, Elliot.
All right.
Elliot,
So I'm
first time you won?
going to get the cough again.
In a while.
Well, hang on, Matt. We got 3 minutes.
Okay.
It's okay if I don't have any joy,
Oh, sorry, Katie.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, Katie. Well, just go over on that. Just go over, stiff the cushions of that couch. There was some joy on that at one point. Wow. What's up, Garen? You don't like that?
I don't think I did.
All right, I have to go because my son has to do this school project.
All right.
Katie, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. I miss you guys, and
As
hopefully
always, we miss you. You are always bring a smile to my face. I so adore you. You're wonderful. Does that sound condescending? I don't mean it to be condescending. I mean it to be sincere, but it comes
felt
off
sincere.
mansplaining.
It's more creepy,
Like somebody-
like a thing that a married man shouldn't say to someone.
Yeah, I know. I don't mean it that way. I mean it in a friendship, nice, kind way of.
He did just get the go-ahead.
That's true.
Actually, I think he got the go and leave.
Yeah, I got the scram jerk off. On behalf of the Pop Culture Beast, there he is, Garen Cockrell, back there behind Video Village. That's the audience of one Elliot Hochberg. At Mission Control, that's the Honcho Matt Belknap, our great friend Catie Lazarus. I am Jimmy Pardo. We'll see you next time on the podcast. Stay safe out there. AK-47 gone, not forgotten.
I'm just mad at the world.
Idiot!
Hey, Elliot, I know we ran out of time there, but I didn't want this to, I didn't want the momentous occasion to pass without you enjoying this sweet tune. Here we go.
Jimmy's name. And it's been such a long time.
It's been 1 week.
Since someone won.
Thanks, Matt. All right.
All right, I'm gonna turn off you guys' video real quick. Stop.
What?
Bye. And I'm gonna let her in.
Let her in. Someone's knocking on the Zoom.
Oh, you went with that.
Yeah. I like that song.
Hey, Katie, if you could hear us, turn your video on. There you
Yes.
are. Hi, Katie.
Cannot hear you yet.
Can't hear Katie.
Not yet. It looks like you're muted.
I think you're muted on the Zoom.
You're muted.
Such a sharp shooter. Hi, guys.
Hi,
Hey,
Katie.
Can I ask you, because I've never done this, does it help to have the mic? I have like several options. I just didn't know.
I would put it about another 45 feet away from you. If that
You're a bit loud.
Very loud. That seemed loud, right, guys?
A little loud.
But it's
but actually-
echoey too.
Tap the mic to make sure that that's your input.
All right, that's the problem.
No,
It's
I think we're hearing your thing. So click on the bottom left corner of your Zoom. Next to the mute button, there's a little up arrow. If you click on that, and then where it says select a microphone, then choose your USB mic from there.
Which it looks like it's a
Very exciting. Select a microphone. Okay, same as system.
If you can pick snow. It's probably Blue Snowball. It looks like it is, right?
Is this one better?
Did you
This
select
one.
that one? Oh,
Either of those.
yeah, the Yeti. Use the Yeti.
Is this the
Hold on.
Yeti?
No, the other one. Are they both plugged in? I don't
You can
think
tell I'm really computer savvy. Okay, select a speaker, built in.
Well, for the speaker, that just hit choose your headphones for that. But for the microphone, did you choose the Yeti?
Built-in mic. Oh no, I did it. Sorry, I'm a mess. Now it says Blue Snowball instead. Sorry.
Which
Blue Snowball would be
unplug
fine.
that one. Unplug the snowball.
Unplug Snowball?
Sure.
Yeah, you don't want two things plugged in. It'll get confused, I think.
That's
Well,
probably
don't
true.
we want her to use that one?
Well,
we wanted
the
to use
Yeti
the
is
Yeti. The Yeti's better.
Yeti.
Is it showing up?
Where's a Yeti when you need it?
It's still very loud, no matter whichever one you're using is loud.
Well, it's just the earbud mic, I think.
It might be actually the one on her computer.
Oh, that too.
I don't know why it's still a problem. So okay, it's
Well, what's listed underneath select a microphone?
select a microphone. It says built-in microphone or select a speaker, same as system or built-in output headphones or test speaker and microphone or leave computer audio.
Is the Yeti plugged in to your computer?
It looks like it is. It says it's
Is it
It's on.
lights on?
You may have to
Yeah, okay.
restart Zoom. Sorry.
okay. Should I from the whole thing?
I think just quit Zoom and reopen it. Well, actually, before you do that, go into your system settings, go up to the Apple menu in the top left, and choose System Preferences.
Matt, would it be helpful if she did a screen share?
Oh, yeah. Here, I can actually ask you to.
I just learned how to do this. Very exciting.
Oh, capture.
I don't think that needed to happen at all. Just go to.
She just learned how to do it.
Yeah,
She's,
that's not what we're excited that you learned that, Katie, but that's not what's necessary.
I'm proud of you, if I must say.
This should actually be the show, honestly.
Yes, I agree.
Can you click the green button in the bottom center where it says share screen? Do you see that? Or wait, maybe I can just click. Hold on.
Well, you can't force her to share screen, but you can maybe
I
request
can
it.
ask. Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
There it is.
Cool.
Okay.
So now Matt can see what you're doing.
So click the sound button in the second row on the right.
Almost. A little more.
Second row on the
There you
right.
are.
Okay. Now click input.
Up.
Up at the top. It says sound effects
Down.
output. A little lower.
Katie,
It's input.
Is this a bit?
I'm hoping it is. A little bit lower.
Come on, you're right
There
there.
it is.
Why
Oh,
don't we
there it is.
do- this should be the show.
So close.
Honestly.
You're just-
So close. A little
Where are
higher.
you going? Where are you going?
There, right, lower.
Come on.
There, right there. You're almost
Ow.
on top of it.
What happened?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, let me go back. Where do I go?
Oh my goodness.
Go
Sorry,
back,
let's try it again. We'll try it again.
go back to share screen.
Okay, take 2. Okay, where do I go?
Share screen. Share screen.
Share
again.
screen.
Yeah, because that works so well.
Well, there actually is a way that I think I can.
Oh, that's true. You could give him.
Control.
You could give him control as well if you wanted to.
How do I do that?
Well, first share the screen.
Share computer sound.
It's the big green button at the bottom.
I did that.
Do it again.
And then just choose your desktop or whatever.
Whiteboard, desktop, 1. System preferences. What do you want?
Desktop.
I did that one.
Yeah. It went away for some reason for a
Okay.
second.
All right. Now, on your own desktop, you have to click. Oh, wait. Let me see if I can take control here. How do I do that, Elliot? I don't see the.
I haven't done this. Okay, so go to view options at the top where it says you are viewing Catie Lazarus' screen.
Yeah, but I don't see the. Oh, request remote control. Yeah, here we
Yes,
go.
sir.
Okay, now click. I'm going to request. Now, Catie, if you get a message saying.
I approved this message.
Okay, cool.
All right, you're gonna have to.
Oh, boy.
So before you can do that, you got to open system preferences.
I think just follow the prompts here.
And
You know what?
there it is. No, see, here it comes.
Yeah. Okay, so now,
Microphone?
no, accessibility.
You're in the right spot.
You're in the right place. You have to unclick that padlock at the bottom.
And you might have to type in your passcode, but it'll be hidden.
We're not looking.
And we can look, but we're not
I
going
know
to see anything.
exactly what she's typing.
It's a lot of characters.
Did I get the right password?
Now,
I
click
love I love New York City. Is that what it was?
now click the checkbox next to Zoom.
Um,
Okay,
And then
now you can lock the thing back up. Click the lock again.
Okay.
my virginity.
Okay. now it says you can control Katie's screen. Am I doing it?
Let's see.
Yes.
All
Exciting
right, cool.
and creepy.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It's a little creepy, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go to sound. And then
Now watch.
I'm gonna click input. Yeah, that makes me think that your Yeti is not plugged in.
It's entirely possible.
The Yeti, no, it does. It uses a different plug than the blue snowball.
They both use USB.
Yeah, but they're different because one uses the big one, and usually the Yeti has the smaller one.
Oh.
I have more cords. You want me to go through all my
There it
cords?
Wait a minute, there it
Oh,
is.
there it is. It's
Ah.
there.
Okay, stop. Okay, so
I
we're gonna
just like watching Jimmy roll his eyes as I was like, oh my
I
God.
enjoyed the hell out of it.
Okay, we're gonna get out of there, then we're gonna go back to Zoom. Are you let's see, you're just using Zoom. Oh no, there's Zoom. What happens if I go into Zoom controlling your screen? It's gonna be confusing.
Man, that Firefox logo looks great.
It is pretty snazzy.
All right, I think I'm gonna stop controlling your screen now. How do I
And
stop?
so I just go into here.
Matt, do you want to do the Zoom settings?
Well, that's the
Or-
thought, Katie, but
So go back to Zoom now.
Zoom. Okay.
And then, or just the Zoom app. Just click the Zoom app at the bottom of in the dock.
there you go.
Are you seeing it? Because we're not seeing it, but are you seeing it?
No. I see
Oh.
you guys. Oops, shit. Oops, where'd you go? I
Am I-
see you guys, but
Oh, okay. I think it's because you're sharing and you're in Zoom. So we're just gonna have
Right.
to talk you through this part. So let's stop the screen share.
Yeah.
And I can stop it here. Okay, now go back to the little arrow next to the mute button and see if the Yeti is in there.
yay! Okay.
All right, so go ahead and select that.
So select that.
I thought I did. I did. Okay.
All right.
Whoa.
Okay, well, we're back on this.
Oh my God.
Why? How did
This is
that happen?
lovely.
This is the greatest.
Okay.
Greatest thing ever happened.
All right, so now tap the Yeti. So see if we're actually hearing you through the Yeti. Just tap your finger on it.
On the microphone itself.
Physically tap the microphone with your finger.
No, it's not doing it.
It's
But what
muted,
about-
I think.
What? Yeah. What about the?
Oh, is it muted?
Oh, you're
It's
muted.
blinking. I think that means it's muted, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you unmute it?
Okay. Well, the good news is we don't hear her.
Yeah, we don't hear you, so that means it's muted. So just press the mute button.
You should just be able to tap it.
There-
There you go.
Now?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And will you tap on it for us?
Yes.
Oh God, that's
Straight now.
Okay. All right,
that was
so-
Like that? You can hear me?
Yeah.
yeah. But turn the mic the other way. It's actually side address. So talk where the blue logo is. Do you see where it says blue on the front?
It's not colored blue. It's the word blue.
Okay. Like this.
Yeah.
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 Very phallic.
Yeah.
Does anybody know that a Yeti is side address?
I mean,
Maybe
you
some
and
people
Katie
do.
didn't, but
I feel like,
Like-
I only see people talking to it.
Who did?
Yeah, I know.
Like this. Should I talk to you about it?
Yeah. Talk to her like it's you're telling it a secret.
Like it's a telephone.
so are you hearing, Katie? Are you hearing yourself or us or both?
I'm just hearing you guys.
Okay, so do we want to? I think if you
Oh,
plug,
I have other headphones. I brought out everything.
No. She just needs to plug into her Yeti, and now she should be able to hear everything.
just plug your headphones, whichever ones you want. You can plug them into the Yeti.
Will she hear us?
Is
Yes.
that true?
Because that's what I used to do before we
Okay.
moved everything over here.
But then she just has to switch. Hey, Katie, before you do this, wait. Before you do this, because you won't be able to hear me after you do this, you're gonna have to switch the same place you chose the Yeti mic as your input. I think.
Get your headphones on.
I think you have to, Jimmy. Can you confirm that you have to select the Yeti as the
Yes, you got to select Yeti for.
Got it.
for speaker?
Why do you have 9 headphones on?
He's off.
You did it.
Yay!
You can hear us. You can hear us, and you can hear yourself.
You can hear us in those headphones.
Nope.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg.
You can't hear us.
You can hear us now.
Can't hear us.
Can you hear me?
You can't hear us.
We can hear you, but can you
I
hear
can
us?
hear you.
Oh,
Oh,
Loud.
then
Oh.
say yes.
well, you could turn the volume down,
Yeah,
right?
you got a volume
Yeah.
switch right on there.
Okay, now is it too frighteningly loud or you can hear me?
Yeah, you should
Sound
turn.
great.
It's a little loud though, right?
Well,
She
she
can
was
turn
right
the
on
gain
top
down
of
in
it.
the back.
Yeah, the gain knob on the back. Maybe turn that down a smidge.
Or here, hey, Katie, before you do that, just sit the way you're sitting. Don't lean into it, and talk to us right now.
Hello.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
Are you? Okay, good.
perfect. All right, now don't touch a thing.
How you doing? Okay, not too loud.
Don't do that though.
Okay.
All right, now reset everything so we can do this all again for the show.
Yeah, no kidding. Katie,
Dude, you just move the mic. Don't move.
don't move the mic.
This is like when it's already hard enough just to like not touch your face.
Matt, I can't hear you.
What?
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right,
Can
let's
you
do
hear?
this.
Can you hear me
Yes.
More than ever.
more than you wish you could?
Uh-huh.
Hey, let's start at the show.
All right, so here we go. We got to.
All right. So, Katie,
Yes.
I believe you'll understand this when you see it. Elliot,
Jimmy.
go last.
Oh wait, but yeah, you talked over Jimmy doing it,
All right,
so
All right.
Katie.
so, Katie, you'll go last. I apologize.
you have to tell her.
All right. Elliot,
Jimmy.
Matt.
Garen.
nope. I was wrong. Katie, please just say your name and clap.
Katie.
Thank you.
All right.
Help me in, Elliot.
All right, here we go. We're recording, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay. 3,
I
2.
can't breathe.
I'm like crying. I'm laughing so.
1 hour later.
Bye.
Hey, Katie, that was great. All right, I got to scram.
You got to go.
Bye, you guys.
Bye, Katie.
Bye, Katie. Good to see
Oh,
you.
Fun.
safe. Talk
So
to you.
much
Oh,
fun.
Oh, yeah. Katie,
Katie.
don't go quite yet.
All right, you know what? I'll leave. You guys say
You
goodbye.
guys can go. You can go.
No, we should all be together.
No, stay with them. Stay with them, Katie.
She's gotta go.
Catie, can you take a picture of yourself, selfie, right where you're sitting, but in landscape mode like this?
So can you use your phone?
Can I use my phone? Yeah.
Use your phone. It'll be easier.
Yeah. Just do a selfie, like, but
You say that, and yet now you should really question whether that's true. Can she do anything? Okay.
I am a fountain of hope.
yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
As long as we can see you.
And then you can just email it to me or text it to me.
You know what I can do? I can just do a screenshot.
Okay.
No, I want a nice. I know this is for posting on our Facebook page, so I want like.
Yeah, your phone will take a better picture.
All right, I'm gonna log out of here, guys.
All right. Bye, Garen.
Oh, you guys, it's New York. Can you hear it?
Yes.
Oh,
is this?
wow.
Oh, it's the time.
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
Can I open the window?
Yeah, I do.
Wait, what's happening?
They're applauding the
Every night at
healthcare
7.
workers and everything.
Yeah, in New
Oh.
York.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that would have been cool to have in the.
So fun.
Nice.
That's my evening
That's cool.
activity.
The bottles. I love that they cling the bottles together like it's the Warriors or something.
Oh, that kind of got me a little emotional. I've never heard that.
It's
before.
the best. It's the best.
Great.
All right. Bye, you guys.
Hey,
Bye, guys.
picture. Take the picture.
I'll send it. I'll send
Oh,
it.
you took it. Okay. Thank you.
All right, you guys
Great
stay
to see
safe.
you.
I'll see you soon.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.